Presumptive Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump has released a list of 11 conservatives he says he would consider as nominees to the U.S. Supreme Court if he becomes president. White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest says the 11 names on Donald Trump's list bear little resemblance to President Obama's nominee, Merrick Garland.
I would be surprised if there are any Democrats who would describe any of those 11 individuals as a consensus nominee.
Senate Republicans have been blocking confirmation hearings for the president's nominee, saying the matter should be left up to the next president, not the current one. Colonel Steve Warren, a spokesman for the U.S.-led coalition fighting ISIS, says the recent attacks in Baghdad show a shift in tactics by the militants.
ISIL wants to throw punches that land. To do this, they appear to have chosen to revert to some of their terrorist roots.
Attacks that have rocked Baghdad over the past week have killed more than 200 civilians and illustrate the changing dynamic of the war in the region. More on these stories at townhall.com.
There's a real freedom in paying off credit card debt. You open the mailbox without facing a pile of bills. Open your paycheck without worrying about all the people you owe. Avant can help you get there by consolidating your credit card debt into one unsecured personal loan. One loan, one monthly payment. Just go to avantoffer.com and check your rate. Checking your rate is risk-free with no effect on your FICO score. Complete your application in minutes, and the funds could be in your account as soon as tomorrow. Avant will give you a $50 Amazon.com gift card after you make your first payment on time. For this offer and to check your rate risk-free, go to avantoffer.com and enter the promo code BORROW. That's AVANT offer.com, promo code BORROW. Avantoffer.com, promo code BORROW. Loans made by WebBank. Funds are generally deposited via ACH for delivery next business day if approved by 4:30 p.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. FICO is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation. Amazon is not a sponsor of this promotion. Other restrictions apply. See website for...
Tonight! Disney dollars are no more, so don't even bother picking up your house phone to try and order them. We're reviewing the newest neighborhood at Disney Springs, the full-price Orlando premium outlets. And we're playing a game where Nick doesn't have to create math problems, so it should work out just fine. You've read WDW News Today, now you'll experience WDW News Tonight. Can't be as bad as last week.
People had fun last week, Tom. People had fun.
But anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WDW News Tonight. I'm Tom Corless. You're still not. Nick LoCicero, who is not good at math over there in the control booth, as always.
Look, not good at math, but you still have to beware because sometimes my audio is pure crap, too. So we got that going for us.
True. In the production booth, Jason Diffendahl is always our producer, making the magic happen behind the scenes.
Hey, howdy, hey.
For those of you watching the video stream. And Josh from EasyWDW.com is going to be with us in a little bit. He's creeping in here. He's around. He'll be joining us in a little bit. But first, Nick, the news.
The news!
Brought to you, of course, by Tublic, who has a sale right now, but we'll talk about that in a few moments. Let's get through some news, shall we? Dinosaur, this one came out today. Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom is going to be closed July 25th until September 29, 2016. Also closed during this period, Pandora, the World of Avatar. Not surprising.
That's a little bit of a early
yeah, we got
Avatar joke of the week.
Got it out of the way real early.
I wasn't even ready to dance yet.
We better be.
I'm not ready
big
to
show tonight. It's a packed show.
I'm not ready to dance until about a third of the way through the monologue. So,
yeah, Dinosaur is going to be closed for refurbishment in the middle of the summer. Why not? Right? Park's barely functioning as is. There's been a lot of broken effects in the ride as of late, so hopefully those will be fixed at this time, and they're trying to get that fixed before Avatar opens next year, of course, should it ever happen. How many do we have this week?
See, I was ready to dance at that time.
Of course, other significant changes to the ride are always rumored, but we'll see if any of those actually happen during the course of that two-month closure in the middle, kind of the middle of summer. Obviously, it's after the July 4th holiday, but all of August and most of September, not going to have Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom. Not going to have Rivers of Light either. I mean, guess that works out.
They must have needed it. Dinosaurs need a break.
Beginning May 21st, Trails End at Fort Wilderness will begin offering a weekend brunch every Saturday and Sunday from 7:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. The brunch will feature the usual breakfast buffet plus some additions, if you can get past the cornbread, that is. The buffet price is $23 for adults, $13 for children, and all discounts not accepted at Trader Sam's or Jock Lindsay's will be accepted for this brunch offering. Full menu up at WDWNT.com.
I was drooling. This
We're
looks
going
good.
Sunday.
We're going Sunday.
Sunday, we'll let you know how it is.
It looks. The venue looks fantastic. I'm excited.
I mean, Trails End's good.
There's an omelet station.
Now bring in the breakfast and lunch together.
I can mix lunch into my omelets, Tom.
You want to put chili in your omelet?
Oh, I'm putting chili in my omelet. It's an option. It's listed. I am doing it.
Is it really listed as a?
Yes.
I didn't really read it that close.
It's listed as an omelet fixins at the station. Doing that. Some
I will
sausage,
get a chili omelet as well.
Yes. I'm gonna have like 6 omelets. I love omelets.
Jason, I love that picture behind you down there. Did you give credit where you got that from, or did you just steal it? Anyway, so moving on to that story, of course, WDWNT shared exclusive picture. Well, they were exclusive till everyone took them. Inside Frozen Ever After at Walt Disney World, which.
Hey, these were my pictures. You stole them.
The photos provide the very first look at the some of the scenes of the attraction. One of them, of course, being the scene where the boat plunges down a drop. Shows you what that will now look like. You may remember this portion from the Maelstrom attraction where foreigners thought you were going to fall out the back of the building. That part of the ride. And audio animatronic marshmallow and some projected snow geese look on as a guest boat.
Snow geese.
Is it snow geese?
I don't know. I was told by a Frozen expert it's snow geese.
No, it's definitely snow geese.
I don't know.
It's definitely
like snow geese. It's
Can we
snow
put
geese.
a poll on that one?
No, because it's not up for argument. Is this Zoe? Are we talking about Zoe?
Yes.
Zoe is incorrect.
Yeah, I don't think she is.
I think it's snow geese like
Prove
snow
Tom
geese.
wrong.
Okay, let's do a poll. Let's see what the audience. Let's put it in the chat.
Audience,
in the chat right now.
Go, Jason. Somebody, can we get that in the chat? Is it snow geese? Like, are these ones from the hood? Are these snow geese from the snow geese?
Snow geese.
Or the snow geese?
Let's see what the chat thinks. Or you could tweet us at WDWNT. Use hashtag WDW Tonight.
So there's the picture you're seeing now. The second picture is the one of the troll figures in one of the early scenes of the attraction. This, of course, is a troll from the movie, not the more common iteration from WDWMagic.com. As you can see, phone's falling again. As you can see, these figures, they'll have projected faces, again, just like the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train animatronics. Disney seems to like these projected face characters for the animated movie character animatronics. They seem to work pretty well.
Works very well. Yeah. Unlike your phone screen.
Yes. Keep in mind the photos on site or of the attraction. It's under construction, and they're not the absolute finished product. Also, our apologies for the quality of the photos, but they were obviously taken on Josh's cell phone.
Oh!
This is Josh's cell phone, for those unaware. It's what is this again?
It's an Alcatel Idol Touch 3.
This thing. That's why they were bad. Next time we'll send you in there with an iPhone.
Thanks.
He has a $4,000 camera.
He does.
But
and a $4,500. There's literally ice cream at Ample Hills that costs more than your phone. Anyway, jeez. Moving on. Yes. So our source, where the photos came from, said the attraction appears to be behind schedule. Disney's still claiming the Frozen ride will open at Epcot in June, but what? An attraction meant for this summer at Walt Disney World is delayed? How could this be? This never happened.
Impossible. Don't believe it.
Possible.
Won't believe it till I see it.
Yeah. Also set to open late this summer is the Flying Fish restaurant at Disney's Boardwalk. Cafe has gone away as part of the name, just so people don't get their hopes up that this is a restaurant. Diners will be welcome to a sophisticated interior that still pays homage to the golden era of seaside boardwalks without looking like 2001 California Adventure. Chef Tim Majoris, who has been at the Flying Fish since 2011, will take the helm. Sustainable fish will be the star of the new menu, and Majoris' new Fruits of the Sea appetizer will feature rock shrimp and clams from Florida, grouper, cheek, mussels, a splash of brandy, and a rich lobster rack. The only thing not in that appetizer, paddlefish.
Paddlefish! Can we see a paddlefish, please?
No, Jason's busy enough.
Yeah.
I'm sure the paddlefish will rear its ugly, toothless head.
Hopefully.
At some other point in the evening.
Still can't find that sound. They're elusive little creatures.
Yes. So that appetizer is going to be served over a generous dollop of velvety celery root puree, which adds a depth of flavor to the dish and likely another $8.95. The interior... It's a bad monologue tonight. Bear with us. The interior features an all-new kitchen and dining room with expanded space for private dining events, just in case you don't want anyone to know you went to Flying Fish. I butchered that. Sparkling architectural accents like golden winged room panels and an impressive chandelier that mimics a school of fish swimming overhead, as if trying to escape the food below.
Poor Flying Fish. What did it ever do to you?
It's really not that bad.
No, it isn't.
For our comic needs this evening. Yeah. Meanwhile, next door there's the new Abracadabar lounge. That's not a joke. See, that's real. That's it. It's the real name.
Stuff writes itself.
We'll take the spot formerly occupied by the candy and ice cream shop, home of the family-based treats, and this new curious cocktail lounge combines the golden age of magic with the magic of Disney storytelling. So look for whimsy in the design from the design team. The whimsy, of course, within budget. According to WDI, the lounge was once a secret stomping ground for famous touring magicians. Those exist?
Yeah. Well, they used to.
Yeah, David Copperfield.
Not anymore. I don't think it was
Is this
touring.
Magic Underground? Are we finally getting it? Of course, also local boardwalk illusionist and the loveliest of magicians' assistants of the day.
Oh.
After every magic show, these prestidigitators...
What?
Yes.
That can't be a word.
Prestidigitators, yeah.
What's
would gather at the bar, and they'd conjure up new cocktails, swap magic tricks and tips, and often stay up all night attempting to out-charm each other with extraordinary illusions. The most extraordinary illusion will be the prices that rise while you're looking at the menu. You'll look at the menu, and the prices will go up while you look at it.
I'm excited for a magician to make my drinks.
According to Boardwalk lore, Nick, it was on just such an evening that every single magician in the lounge vanished into thin air, never to be seen again.
Oh, yeah?
Although it was probably just the smell of the adjacent flying fish that scared them away. After sitting vacant for nearly 70 years, the Secret Magician's Lounge is now back in the spotlight. Unlike the Skyway Station at Disneyland, which stood vacant for 70 years and now is just being bulldozed. May have not been actually 70 years.
No, I don't think so. But
Abracadabar guests will get a special peek into the sophisticated social club, and while it's rumored that the magicians who frequented the lounge vanished without a trace decades ago, their magic still remains strongly intact and can be seen, heard, and even savored in the bar's signature cocktails. You know, Nick, my favorite magic trick is that when you take out your Tables in Wonderland card, they're just going to make it disappear. You got to pay for valet. Anyway. Discount. No discount. Anyway. Beginning May 20th, guests will have the option to choose from 3 new food locations at Hollywood Studios, which is more than it has in total right now. The booths will be called Echo Lake Eats.
Yes, I'm excited.
Which includes the Hollywood Waffles of Fame, serving delightful sandwiches, one with a waffle. So that's right, at Hollywood Waffles of Fame, only one dish actually comes with a waffle. No, that's not ridiculous. That'd be as ridiculous as, I don't know, Cartoon Network having live-action shows. Yeah. Or like Burger King having a hot dog.
I'm glad Disney's not giving up on my waffle sandwiches.
Be about as ridiculous as aliens in a theme park about animals, really. All of those are things. Get it? Those are all things that are real.
Those are all real things, yes.
There is a hot dog at Burger King.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
I got sick just looking at the commercial.
I saw it.
Whopper dog?
But it's not just a hot dog, it's a Whopper dog. There's all kinds of stuff on it. We have to go review that.
There's also, I'm going to butcher this, Bocados de Lago Nachos y Empanadas, which serves mouth-watering nachos and empanadas, if you couldn't tell by the name.
Yes.
And also there's Sliders to the Stars, which serves delicious barbecue and brisket sliders. The offerings can be found around Echo Lake and are available for a limited time at the Hollywood Studios We Need More Food and Wine Festival, as we're calling it. They're food booths.
Look,
They're like recycled food and wine.
I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Bring me
that's
waffles.
fine. They definitely need it.
Bring me nachos. I'm a happy guy.
Yeah. Speaking of food and wine, the annual Disney Culinary Tour of Flavors from 6 continents will expand in 2016 with 9 extra days of sipping and savoring at, again, the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, September 14th through November 14th this year. This year, hands-on workshops at the Festival Center offer guests a chance to learn a variety of culinary skills from chefs, bakers, mixologists, and other pros. They're being called the Mix It, Make It, Celebrate It.
What?
Yeah. That's
No.
right. Even Disney realizes how stupid that name is as insulting it now. Yeah. For a second year, global marketplaces will extend into Future World to offer a wider range of taste sensations and to hopefully pay off some of those Shanghai bills. Is it racist? The answer, of course, always yes. Festival guests can pair wines, beers, and ciders with savory and sweet dishes as they stroll the World Showcase Promenade using their complimentary festival passports as a guide. And they, of course, can hold up the line and get it stamped even if they don't intend to buy anything at that point.
Boo. Gotta get your passport stamped. Gotta
no, you need to buy something. It doesn't count.
Gotta fill it up.
Doesn't count.
The stamps are good. They're
Doesn't
collectible.
count.
They're
They
fun little
shouldn't stamp it
souvenirs.
unless you buy something.
Disagree.
No, you're not actually conquering that booth then. That's like if you just got out at the airport in Nashville and say you went to Nashville. You didn't go to Nashville, you're in the airport.
It's not about conquering the booth. It's about going around and enjoying the festival. And if enjoyment is brought to people by collecting little stamps in a book,
you should have to accomplish something to get that stamp.
Or pay like $5-6, like the Easter egg map. They give you the prize without putting the stickers on the map, without finding the eggs. You don't have a problem with that, Tom.
Yeah, but that doesn't hold up any
You buy your maps and you go collect your Easter eggs. You have zero problem with that. So people want to collect this. I think we should do another poll in the chat.
Did we get? Are there results to the first poll, Jason? Do we know?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm not in charge of that.
Someone. What's winning? Is Snow G's or Snow G's winning?
We'll have to look in the chat.
Who is the man behind Tom? It's Ronald Reagan, the actor.
Show some respect.
Yeah. I want a chat. People in the chat. Listen.wdwnt.com.
Look, it doesn't matter. Someone's got to tally.
I'll go look later, but tell me right now: is it okay? Is it okay to get a stamp in your passport at the festival without buying something at the kiosk?
Doesn't count.
It might not count, but it's fine to do.
No, it's stupid. Anyway, where was I? Even though no one went to it, the Rockin' Burger Block Party's coming back this year, as well as the actually popular Party for the Senses. There's also new resort premium events to book, including a Grand Floridian brunch, because they literally need to invent new festival locations to take your money. They're running out of room. Just put it at resorts, whatever. Start putting booths at Magic Kingdom next year. Anyway, so you can read more on the festival. There's a whole big press release up at WDWNT.com. Nothing else really of merit. I think we hit all the important points. But anyway.
I think we've got confirmation that it's Snowy.
Yeah, I'm checking it out right now. There's somebody that says, "Oh, look at that. It's 1-1. There we go."
Yeah, I'm watching it now. No, you shouldn't have to buy anything to get a stamp. You're not actually doing anything. Why are you collecting stamps?
It doesn't matter because it's fun to do.
Why don't they just
there's interesting
just buy that stupid passport book then, the Epcot one they've sold for like 25 years.
It doesn't have the same stamps.
That's right, because this is the food and wine one where you actually should have to eat something.
No, you shouldn't.
They should just put the stamps out and anybody can come up and stamp their own passport.
Oh, is it? See, more people. I say it right. Okay, we got.
Josh has a point. I'd be okay with that. That or put someone outside of the booth, as stupid as that would be, because you have to pay them.
They do on Saturdays. Like,
do they really?
Yeah, if you go to the Hawaii booth, they'll have somebody standing there just literally stamping booklets.
So dumb.
Just
Anyway.
put the stamp on a chain and let people.
Disney dollars, which have been an accepted form of currency at Disney parks and the Disney store, as well as a valuable collector's item since 1987, have finally been discontinued as of May 14, 2016. In other news, also discontinued last week, car phones. Those were also discontinued. No, I have more of these. In other news, also discontinued last week, Laserdisc.
Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, your prize is in the mail.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at the chat. Conversating with people, Tom.
I'm trying to do a show here.
Being the man of the people.
I'm trying to do a show here. Of course, all existing Disney dollars will continue to be accepted at Disney locations as they do not expire, but only for the purchase of Disney After Hours tickets. Not true. Disney is citing the increasing use of gift cards and digital currency for the stop in sales and production of Disney dollars. They also cited that it has been 16 years since the 1990s. So,
look at that. Free stamps? No, you shouldn't have to buy anything to get a stamp.
thank you.
Look at that.
Someone in the chat said also discontinued cast lanyards that include non-bootleg. Disney dollars were my childhood. I remember getting Disney dollars for a birthday.
I do too.
I don't.
Absolutely. Like every year.
They're cool, but we don't need them anymore. Calm down.
Yeah, well, you don't need pins and
People go
vitamation
nuts about
either.
this one.
But you know what you do need? This?
What do you need?
You need a shirt
You do.
from Tublic.
You do. And by the way, Tom, the chat is split pretty evenly on the snow geese.
It's not snow G.
It's definitely not snow
How do
geese.
they even let you know what the pronunciation is?
I'm pretty sure they say it in like.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, how
something.
are the people
Well,
in
one
the chat
person said
telling you how
It's
to
snow
pronounce
geese.
One person said like emojis, so and then another person said
No.
like hoagie. So I mean, they're all over the map, like I said though. But people are split. Now this is a divisive issue, Tom. People are split right down the middle on the snowgie.
I just want people to think.
Somebody
about this.
wrote
On
in
this
the
station,
chat.
Typically on AM 1520 WBCW, there are real arguments about political issues of importance. We're sitting here arguing about the pronunciation of the name of the snow boogers or whatever the hell they are.
Somebody wrote in the chat
Sounds like
that
snuggies.
the frozen fever.
Anyway,
thing
and by the
along-
way, in another important issue, let's say some breaking news. People like the free stamps without having to buy anything. Free stamps for everybody because that's what they're there for.
You're all defeating the purpose.
They don't ask for a purpose or for a purchase to be made there. So
Yeah, I know it's dumb.
Well,
Real dumb. Anyway.
change it at its root, Tom.
Brought to you, the news, of course, brought to you by Tublic. Nick, tell people about Tublic. The sale is on.
Yeah, don't forget, you can shop your apparel and accessories for Disney fans through WDWNT.com. It is a great service we offer there now through Tublic. Just head over to WDWNT.com. Click on the Tublic link to shop. Hundreds of designs for T-shirts, phone cases, prints, and they make prints. That's cool. Look at the print of our WDW News Tonight logo, Tom.
Good. You can get this phone case.
Hanging up right here in the studio. Including exclusive, the WDW News Today logo that only we have, and original creations like Hollywood Studios Hard Hats, Mark Tragic Team shirt, and of course California Bears celebrating the Country Bear Jamboree Vacation Hoedown. And I heard, I don't have the license to tell you what it is, but I heard rumblings that there's some new designs in the works
They
as
are in
we
the works. They
speak.
should be out this week.
That's awesome.
Look, the quesadilla bird's up there.
So head over to WDWNT.com, click on the Tublic link, and get some shirts today.
Look,
And
there's your News Tonight logo shirt. Jason's got it up for everybody.
and there is a sale going on right now. How much off the T-shirts right
A
now?
lot, like $6. They're $14. Everything's on sale.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good
So,
stuff.
what 50 hours you have for this sale? Look at that quesadilla bird album art you can own on a T-shirt now.
Oh, that's on there now.
I put the quesadilla bird up.
Oh,
But
that's
also
good
that,
stuff.
Jason, I don't think we've shown people California Bears yet. Can we show people California Bears? It's a pretty cool shirt. Pretty neat. For those unaware, in the Country Bear Vacation Hoedown, Bunny, Bubbles, and Beulah would sing, instead of California Girls, they'd sing California Bears.
And
So we have a shirt. It's the California state flag with Bunny, Bubbles, and Beulah in their little summer attire.
and we got a
Jason
recommendation.
can find it. There it is.
We got a recommendation in the chat as well, saying they received their shirt in the mail, and it's a really good quality shirt, and they
They're
really
great.
are nice
They
and
really
soft
are.
and everything.
I'm not saying that because there are.
All right, you're listening to WDW News Tonight, right here at 1520 WBZW, and at listen.wdwnt.com. When we get back, Tom and Nick are angry about things, and we'll talk about Disney Springs as well. All that when we return.
Dating as a single Disney fan can be tough. No one wants you to be our guest alone. And who wants to always ride single rider? That's why we here at WDWNT made a brand new dating app just for Disney fans. It's called Fast X Plus. We've had top scientists work on our algorithm. Their recipe for a perfect match is simple. If it moves and it's near you in a Disney theme park, it will show up on your feed. Rest assured that Fast X Plus is working hard to pair you with your mutual attractions. Get it? Attractions. All you need to do is swipe left and right. It's so easy, even Tom Corless is a frequent user.
Frozen shirt, left. She's wearing a Harry Potter robe. Ooh, Horizon's hat. All right, that's a right. Favorite attraction is flying carpets. Left. She likes Everest in its current state. Ugh, left. I didn't know you could do that with a churro. Right indeed.
Once you've met your match, you simply rate the attraction in terms of A, B, C, D, or marriage material, E-ticket, based on such factors as thrill, fun for the whole family, and of course, re-rideability. Ladies, don't settle for any La Fools while looking for your Gaston. Download Fast X Plus today.
Seriously? Your profile picture has a shirt with a turkey leg stain on it? Left. Bald, 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 fat, bald, fat, and bald. Oh, he's at the Frozen sing-along right now. For the first time in forever, I'm swiping right.
Fast X Plus moves you to the front of the queue of the Disney dating field. Make your rainbow connection today, because everyone is someone's e-ticket.
Do you have enough drinking water at home or work? For whatever life throws at you. This is Florida, and you can never have enough good, wholesome drinking water on hand for meetings, family gatherings, even Mother Nature's wrath. Be prepared with Carolina Highland Mountain Spring Water delivered directly to your home or business. Call 407-851-7144 or online at carolinabottled.water.com. There are no delivery fees, no contracts, and now take advantage of their Be Prepared delivery special in individual bottles, dispensers, and coolers. The purest water delivered to your doorstep. Guaranteed. Get started now. Call 407-851-7144, 407-851-7144, or online at carolinabottled.water.com. Refreshing taste, unrivaled purity, the healthier choice for home or office. Carolina's Highland Mountain Spring Water. Call 407-851-7144, online at carolinabottled.water.com. Refresh today.
J.P. Morgan is now holding a record 55 million ounces of silver. Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these fat cat bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting another financial crisis, and over time, gold and silver win. Silver is trading below its production costs and is predicted to double by 2020. At Capital Gold Group, we offer gold and silver for direct delivery. Plus, our specialty is IRA rollovers for the ultimate in IRA security. Be one of the first 20 callers today to receive our free gold and silver buying guide. Capital Gold Group is A+ rated with a Better Business Bureau. So call now and see what investing in gold and silver can do for you. Call now, 800-430-7568, 800-430-7568, 800-430-7568. That's 800-430-7568.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight, live on AM 1520 WBZW in Orlando, and listen.wdwnt.com. Thank you. Huge crowd tonight. Welcome aboard. We got a great show coming up. Our most popular game, I would say, the Disney Parks Pursuit, which really challenges your knowledge of Disney Parks music, quotes, locations, all of that. coming up later in the show. I have more Haunted Mansion variant comics to give away, too.
Oh, nice.
Some of those issues 1 and 2.
I just picked up the one of them that's like outside of the parks, one of the variant covers. They do some good jobs, yeah, with like they do like action figure covers and stuff, and they do some good stuff.
Josh of EasyWDW.com going to be joining us momentarily as well. He's going to join us for we're going to run through everything new at You Lost Your Duffy Hat. We're insane. He's going to be coming up. We're going to talk about everything at Disney Springs, including all the new dining locations, which we had pretty much almost everything from already. That's how we are. And as well, later in the show, we're going to talk about dining at the resorts. We were trying to do it all in 1 week. It didn't work out. We're going to try and cover the best and worst of all the resort dining at Walt Disney World as well. And what else we got coming up? Maybe Flashback to the Future finally?
Yeah,
maybe. We'll see if we have time.
The Star Wars edition. Got some Star Wars weekend stuff. Yeah.
Who hates
just in
Tom
time.
now? It's been a week where I've angered a lot of people. So
people hate you.
There's some fun stuff coming up as well. And then Nick, I guess right now though,
feeling a little angry.
We're angry. Can we start with the extra thing I'm angry about?
Yeah, what's
you
that?
were wrong about Snowgies. It's Snowgies. As thank you, whoever in the chat put the video that has audio of the official read-along CD, and they definitely say Snowgies, not Snowgies, because that sounds like something ridiculous. Now I imagine someone's gonna Photoshop a Snowgie with like a gold chain and a ski cap on. Actually, we should make a shirt.
There you go.
A shirt, shouldn't it?
How's Cooper Crick coming along?
Cooper Creep. Cooper Creep is going to be a shirt. It's going to happen. Man.
Tom, what are you angry about?
Sprinkles.
Wow.
What is this line? It's a cupcake.
It's not just a cupcake.
Oh, get out of here.
It's not just a cupcake.
I won't wait that long for great attractions. I'm not waiting that long for a cupcake, even if it's the greatest cupcake on the face of the earth. I don't want to. People in the rain, it was torrential downpours last night. People are standing out there getting soaked for a cupcake.
It's a cupcake.
People went indoors. Like, there are people in this world that homeless people trying to run away from storms and find shelter. People at Disney Springs are standing out in this thunderstorm without umbrellas for a cupcake.
You know why, though?
Why?
Because they've had a sprinkles cupcake before. This isn't their first cupcake. Your ignorance is forgiven. Just wait.
Tom, I am also mad at sprinkles, but for a different reason. I am not a person who likes cupcakes, but damn you, Sprinkles, I love your cupcakes, and now I'm addicted to Sprinkles. It's not just a cupcake, Tom.
Just a cupcake.
I had a cupcake sundae. A cupcake sundae, Tom. Do you understand this? This is cupcake with ice cream and frosting, and it's the most delicious thing I ever had for a dessert. And I really don't like cupcakes. I don't understand the big deal about cupcakes. Disney always has special cupcakes. I get it now why people are obsessed with sprinkles, and now I am too. And every time I go to Disney Springs, I'm going to have to get some sprinkles. I'm going to try the sprinkles milkshake cupcake. That looks amazing. And you put ice cream on anything, Tom, and I'm good. So Sprinkles has found a way to make Nick like cupcakes, and that's not a good thing because I didn't need another sweet to like.
Nick, by the way, people are saying they can't hear the audio. So. Hopefully that's feeding through somewhere. But
all right.
That's not good. Anyway. Surprise, technical difficulties as usual.
But they've heard us up until now.
They hear us. They're not hearing any of the audio you're playing.
Oh,
that's what people are saying.
All right.
Let us know in the chat. Are you not hearing any music or whatever Nick is playing? There was music behind us.
We didn't hear the music, and I don't think people are hearing me either.
By the way, yes, my Everybody's split, but I guess we know the answer now. But I did go to my Frozen expert, and she swears it's a soft G, but I'm gonna have to correct her now too, and go with the hard G on Snow G.
Although I've met Zoe before, that's not an easy person.
No, maybe I should leave it alone. Maybe
Probably.
it's best.
Probably best just to let her have this one.
Yeah, she gets that one.
No, Jason, we can't hear you.
Oh, you want Jason coming
Jason on again.
We got Jason.
So, all right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got the read along, Frozen read along, queued up to the Snowgies line. If you want to hear it.
Oh yeah, sure, play it.
All right, here we go. I hope you can hear this. Can you hear that?
Nope.
No.
No. All right, I got to figure out how to play audio through here, but I'll work on it. You guys can go back to what you're doing.
We're doing important stuff here, Jason.
But no, people, Nick, are saying they're not hearing the music.
I got it now.
Now we can hear it. Yes.
There you go.
So did they not hear like the opening of the show or anything?
No, they heard all that.
Okay.
They can't hear anything. They didn't hear stuff I played out of their little sound effects here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Where am I supposed to go?
So did they not hear the angry thing?
They heard us.
Oh.
They didn't hear the introduction.
So I was mouthing off to nothing basically at the opening of that.
Frozen read along.
I heard it now.
Oh, you heard it now? Oh, good, because here come the Snowgies.
Okay.
No, he heard it.
You heard it from you?
From me. Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. This show's a disaster.
It is not. Would you stop?
Nothing works. I can't believe this works this week, though. Look at this.
Here,
Look.
Shh. Marshmallow was inside.
I'm not hearing anything now.
Hold on. Oh, Snowgies!
We didn't hear that, Nick.
There we go.
Did anyone hear that? Though?
Yes,
I didn't hear it.
Heard that. Yes.
No, I didn't hear it.
I don't know what's working.
I think so. Maybe not. I don't know.
No? People said silent.
I don't care.
Well, this is important. This is an audio show. It's important.
Yes, and it's going out everywhere. Tom,
Oh.
let's talk about Disney Springs.
Sure, let's talk about Disney Springs. But don't bother playing any music because no one can hear it. Josh, come in here. Yeah. Get in the shot, Josh. We're trying to figure this out. I got to move my mic around, I think. All right, here we go. I'm going to move the mic over here. There's Josh from EasyWDW.com. Joining us. Welcome aboard, as always. Glad to have you.
Thank you. If there's anybody still out there.
There are people still out there. They're
2 or
waiting
3.
for you, because I don't know why anyone would wait for the rest of this show. Anyway. Nick hopefully will figure out
There's nothing wrong.
how to work.
There's nothing wrong, Tom.
But no one can hear anything.
Okay. I know.
Anyway. All right, I'm angry. I can tell you what I'm angry about.
I know. We'll talk about that later.
So what do we do? Let's talk about Disney Springs. So in case you don't know, Town Center opened this weekend. That's the last of the areas that had to open in Disney Springs. As well, a couple other establishments in other areas open. BB Wolf's is in the marketplace, technically, and as well, Morimoto Asia Street Food is over in the Landing because it's part of Morimoto Asia. So we're going to talk about it. Let's start. I want to talk about the area first of all. Now, first impressions. Number one, I know people said this a lot with the concept art, but it is really apparent walking through there. It does look a lot like the Orlando Premium Outlets. I don't think that can go without saying. It almost looks like a slightly more expensive version of the Orlando Premium Outlets. At least the very front section, very front area where the non-Disney shops are.
Right. There's no way around that. And I mean, it's obviously intentional, and it's obviously a style that is used in Florida. I mean, in this is supposed to represent the kind of more modern era, the modern section, right, of this town that built up over the years, right? That's kind of why there's like basically 3 different areas of Disney Springs, and is there 4?
4 neighborhoods.
Okay.
West Side, Marketplace, The Landing, and Town Center.
Okay. And then I forgot about West Side. So you have these different.
Most people do.
So you have these different parts that built up over time. So it's just to me, it's common. It makes sense that does look like the Florida that built up, over the last few decades.
I understand that it is a Florida style of architecture. The Orlando premium outlets don't look like that for no reason. It is done nicer. Like, it's obviously not a cheaper version. There are nice elements to it.
Like the Fruitin'.
The Fruitin', which of course there is this fountain that looks like fruit. And I decided to call it the Fruitin'.
You christened it. Hashtag Fruitin'. I started using that this weekend. So
by the way, my favorite thing in the chat is someone's trying to tell you how to make the audio work. That's my new favorite thing. Nick, who does this professionally, there's people in our chat room trying to tell you how to do this. But anyway, I digress. So we went through, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on the shops because the shops really are not worth a whole lot of time talking about. The Under Armour store was kind of cool. It's 2 floors. There's some interactive things there. You played some game thing, Break the Record.
In Under Armour?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The athlete that I am, I do run Disney marathons, Tom. If you didn't know, I don't know if you knew that.
I know.
If you knew that.
Yes, because people who run Disney marathons certainly never.
I don't think I
tell anyone.
Talk about it that much. I'm wearing my medals around. So I get there and I'm pretty confident about this, Tom. I go upstairs and then it's this thing. You do these 3 little things where you jump a little bit, you run in place, and then you test your reaction time. Tom, I did really good on the reaction time. I got like a 7 or an 8, but I got like 1s and 2s on the other things. I basically
was the part you got a 1 or 2 on the math portion.
The math portion. Basically, I ended up getting like a 27. A little bit embarrassed.
7?
Yeah, 7. Because most of the people in front of me got like 50s and 60s. So I kind of there were a bunch of women watching, and I was like, confident and everything. I was like, yeah.
You got nervous in front of the league.
I kind of just hung my head and got out of there as fast as possible. But yeah, 27. So beat that, everyone. If you're going to Disney Springs,
so that
set the bar pretty low.
Felt to me like a theme park.
There were photo ops there.
Like, if you're a third-party company, that felt like kind of what you're supposed to do. Have a couple little, interactive things. And otherwise, a lot of the stores are pretty much just retail locations for those retailers. There's not anything special about them. Tommy Bahama or any of those. Look pretty much like any Tommy Bahama I've ever been in. But it's nice to have these. People obviously wanted these. Your average tourist likes having these there.
I think so, and
even Floridians for that matter too. Some of these are welcome additions.
So
they will, and I will say that. I mean, there are stores there that people are interested in. We keep bringing up Zoe tonight, but she's very excited about a lot of these stores that are going to be there. And if they were she lives in Anaheim, and if they were at the Downtown Disney District in Anaheim, she would be very thrilled because, yes, they may be stores that you could go find at another mall, but if you frequent Disney as a fan, you're there all the time, why not have those shops that you're gonna want to go to there? So,
and it is nice, the companies that partner with Disney on merchandise have their Disney merchandise there. So
and that's huge.
Bradley has their line of their lines of Disney bags.
And don't be surprised.
Pandora and Alex and Ani have.
UGG had some special
Disney booth,
Tinkerbell and Mickey and Minnie. So don't be surprised if they start incorporating stuff that's exclusive to that location.
Which is great.
Yeah. So there's a value to this. There really is, and you can poo-poo it as much as you want. That's just a mall. It is, but it's actually going to be used. It's actually going to be utilized by people, and I think it's going to be a success.
Patrick finally corrected someone out there and said you have a full, real.
I do.
Professional.
I do, and I'm still messing it up. Someone asked about the chat. Is anyone buying Alex and Annie that's not Disney? Yeah, I mean, Disney stuff's kind of secondary. I mean, it's a huge product.
These are big companies. A lot of these are not no-name companies. Any of these.
Sephora, that's one people were very, very excited about. I mean,
that Zara store is huge.
Insanely excited. At Alex and Andy, I mean, I went in there after you left. Actually, they were giving out champagne and they had a live DJ there. Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How we missed that?
He's making stuff up.
You did get your free Gatorade.
I didn't get my free
Oh, you
Gatorade.
didn't?
No.
We missed
Gatorade.
we missed the free Gatorade.
We are bad at this.
We also missed Disney Springs Mickey and Minnie. Were they there?
They were
early
out for like a moment.
Are they going to be out, or they were just an opening day type thing?
They're never gonna be
No.
Thing, I assume. So yeah, there's a whole lot of shopping. Again, nothing really else is coming to mind. Trophy Room's going to open in a couple of days. That's getting media attention because they're releasing the new Jordans.
Oh.
That's the reason they're opening on May 23rd. Obviously, 23 was Michael Jordan's number, so that's the.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So they're opening with the release of that shoe. So that's going to be coming up, and yeah, so there's plenty of shopping, but obviously our main focus is going to be dining, because that's what probably really matters in all of this, and probably what you care about. And of course, being good bloggers like we are, we decided we have to try all these new locations and see what they've got and see if they're good or not, and let the public know. So we're going to run through the seven new dining locations that are available at Disney Springs. Jason has Yaesaki up, so I guess we'll start with that since it's up already.
the one where we have the least amount to say.
We do have the least amount to say, but there's drinks down there. I can't read them from here. I'm not going to remember what I ordered. I remember taste and thing. I can't remember the exact names. There's 3 frozen drinks down there. I can't read it from here.
Blue coconut and sake frozen punch?
Yeah, let's start with that one. That's what I ordered. I really liked that a lot. The one thing you stated, and it's true, these were large beverages. Like you get a lot for
16 ounces, I think it says.
Yeah, and these are frozen beverages, so they're kind of heavy. They're on the heavy side, and they're not terribly expensive for
$10.50.
This one was really good. I enjoyed. What are the other ones? What are the other 2 we got down?
Sake bourbon slush.
Is that the one you had?
And the sake bourbon slush, I liked it, but didn't love it. It was good, but it got old really quickly, unfortunately.
Yeah, I definitely would have picked mine over yours.
Well, that's totally a matter of taste as far as the
I do like my tropical.
Right, you like the more tropical one. I kind of like I guess is mango I guess mango's a tropical fruit.
Well, it is.
Mine is mango.
I'm more of a coconut fan.
Yours was the coconut, mine was kind of mango. So I definitely choose the mango flavor, so I'm glad that was the one with the bourbon. But honestly, it wasn't a good bourbon. I think it was Jim Beam, and I'm not a big fan of that anyway. So it's good for the first few sips. Once you got all the alcohol out of the bottom, because it all kind of goes to the bottom. Once you got all that out, it was just a slush, and it was okay. I honestly, with all the choices there, I wouldn't buy it again.
And then the third one is the Sake Cosmo Freeze.
Yeah, that's the one Ash.
Well, I do not typically run into drinks that I can't finish. Too big. But like at the Flowering...
Why do you always bring up the... what is the one that you literally get like an ounce?
Ice wine.
The ice wine in Canada, right?
Nothing is served 1 ounce of...
Hours for
like
1
the
ounce.
look of disgust.
Kind of like a Epcot fanboy. But yeah, this was one of our friends, Adam, had one of the food options. He was not terribly happy about it. And I've seen mixed reviews for this food. Personally, I would get that coconut drink again. I really liked it, but you're right. It was. I couldn't finish it either.
And it's a first day thing. It is a Mitsukoshi outlet. So they'll probably change up somewhat consistently.
But not bad. I think...
it wouldn't be where I would stop for just... I mean, if you're going to get one drink
No,
or one
it's-
food item, that
It's
wouldn't
in
be...
that kind of forgettable. So there's a little sort of tiny food, almost like a food court of sorts, on the border between West Side and Town Center by Planet Hollywood. And you can see a picture of the booth. So in there is the new location for Haagen-Dazs. There's the new location for Wetzel's. There's Yaesaki. There's a Joffrey's booth, and then a small merchandise cart which just says Disney hats. various variety. And yeah, so Yeisaki's just sort of in the middle of all that.
It's a nice little courtyard. I like
cute.
the area, and people have to kind of pass through it after getting out of the parking garage.
In the water.
Huh?
It's in a great location for them. People do literally sort of spill right into that area.
Yeah, and you know, did anyone have any of the food offerings at the Yeisaki?
Adam did. He wasn't terribly excited about.
Okay. I do want to try some of that.
One other thing is that all the food items there are snack credit. So if you're, and some of the stuff is $5, $6, $7. So if you have snack credits to spend, that might be a good stop. Check
there you go. All right, Jason, where are we going next?
Where do you want to go next?
I'd like to go to. Let's save my favorite for last. So let's go to BB Wolf's. Can we talk about BB Wolf's?
Yeah.
BB Wolf's.
We're gonna pull.
We can't go there.
Why can't we go there?
I can't find it.
It's
there
all right.
it is.
Josh,
no, I got it.
Okay.
Now I got it.
Using, of course, now.wdwnt.com, which you should use to help you plan your vacation, of course. So we finally got so Josh and I tried to soft open BB Wolf several times last week. We missed it every time.
Yeah.
And then Sunday we just ate so much that by the time it was we were finally maybe going to go over there, we just couldn't. So we kind of bailed out at that point. So finally last night, even despite a horrible storm that stopped people from doing everything but wait in line at Sprinkles, we went to BB Wolf's finally. So the item that had the best word of mouth since the soft openings had started was this Bavarian sausage sandwich, which is so it's sausage with an awful lot of what's on?
Cabbage.
A lot of cabbage on it in a pretzel roll.
It sounds like something you should get in
roll
Germany.
Usually, I get excited about it. I like a pretzel roll.
Yeah.
Good. So
who doesn't?
So I got this. Josh said, "Get me something." Josh handed me some money. He said, "Go get me something. I'll go get us a table." Because there's nowhere. The other problem with BB Wolf's is there's really nowhere to eat there. Sometimes there's 3 tables there, but if the weather is not nice, which last night it wasn't, and most of the summer around 3 o'clock it will not be, there's really nowhere to go with this food. But the booth remains open, which doesn't really make sense when it's raining so heavily out. So Josh ran and got a table over at
Earl Sandwich, which is where you probably want to go, but Earl is super crowded.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's a ton of tables there anyway. It's either that or stand out in front of the booth, but they could add some tables somewhere. Amorette has a similar problem.
Yeah, which is their tables are gonna go away. Their outside tables are gonna go away completely. Should a store eventually actually open?
Yeah, that's true too.
But so this sausage sandwich had a whole lot of people saying, "Oh, this is great. It's really good." And then we got it last night, and it was not good.
It wasn't great. If you think about,
I didn't think it was even good.
If you think about sausages, all the sausages you've ever had in your life, think about them. What kind of a roll is it served on? It's served on like a long roll. This is served on a hamburger bun. So what they do is they put 4 sausages on it, and they
make the sausage circle.
Yeah. And then it's just a ton of this just one-note braised cabbage on it, and that's it.
But the pretzel bun was flavorless. Like, I didn't feel like there was any flavor to it.
We might have just had bad luck.
It's
or
possible,
everyone else is wrong.
But then again, I think everyone else is wrong. Everything else we had from there I thought was really great. So if we could bring the menu back up. So I wouldn't suggest the sausage sandwich. Maybe we got a bad one. Maybe we'll try it again. Probably a horrible idea. I just thought it was just not good. I had the 3 Little Pigs. The 3 Little Pigs were spectacular. So there are 3 mini sausage sandwiches basically. In different styles. So there's sort of a Latin style, which has, there's peppers on it and mayo and black beans and all that kind of mayo. Sour cream.
Yeah.
There's sour cream on it and black beans and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that one was my favorite of the 3.
Yeah, if they moved the 3 Little Pigs over to Casey's Corner, it would be a must-get. Like, that would be a big one. But I think the problem about Disney Springs now is going to be if you're only going to eat one meal there, if you can only eat 1 entree or even 2 entrees, where are you going to go? Like, the 3 Little Pigs is fantastic, but how much up go?
There's a lot of really good options. in the past, I always felt like, well, where are we going to eat? There wasn't really anything at Downtown Disney, until the last year or two, where I was like, okay, I really want to go eat there. But you're right. But again, you can't really knock them for adding a whole bunch of really good options. It's hard to really knock Disney and say you've added too many good things to eat here.
Well, that's what I meant. But yeah, I don't know. I guess
no, but
another
you're right,
show.
Because our suggestion tonight is not going to be to go here.
Like the Three Little Pigs was fantastic.
Yeah.
A nice variety. You get 3 different ones plus the side they give you, and they were fantastic. But would you order those and stand outside in the heat in July? The answer is probably not.
Yeah. They were all great. The chili cheese one was really great. What was the third one? I can't remember. I'm trying to read it there.
There was a...
I can't read it. Jason, what is that first word there?
Reuben?
Oh, the Reuben one.
Yeah.
That's the one I dropped all over your poncho.
Really fresh rolls.
Josh had his poncho under the table, and I because there's a lot of toppings on these, so the topping, a little bit of it will fall off when you pick it up, and it just happened to fall right on Josh's poncho.
Food cascading out of your mouth. Cascading.
Anyway, so that was really good. And then Ashley got the vegetarian option. There's an Italian veggie sausage, which I would think, all right, this isn't great. This was actually spectacular. I thought the bread was the best part. The bread just tasted really fresh, and there was just the peppers and everything had a really good flavor. I was thoroughly shocked.
So was there actually no sausage in that, or there was some vegetarian sausage?
It's a vegetarian sausage.
I see. Okay.
So if you're looking
you
for...
really wouldn't know. The flavor was great.
If you're looking quick service vegetarian dish, that you'd have to take a hard look at that.
Yeah. No,
sure.
highly recommend that. Yeah. But yeah, other than the Bavarian sausage sandwich, everything else we had there I thought was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So BB Wolf's, even though it's just a little stand, definitely awesome, and you should check it out.
They have a Goose Island Pilsner that's pretty good too on draft.
There you go. Jason, where are we going next?
Let's go to Amorette's.
All right. Amorette's is the upscale bakery. It's next to World of Disney, and across from the Poutine, Daily Poutine, which we'll talk about momentarily as well. This is Disney-owned, Disney-operated, and you may be asking, aren't there a lot of bakeries? There are a lot of bakeries at Disney Springs. I know we're running out of time, Nick. We're going to take a hard break momentarily, but I'll give the intro to Amorette's at least. So you have Sprinkles, which is this place that has an insane line and is probably really great, according to everybody.
You won't believe it.
Yeah.
It's like they infuse sugar with sugar.
Mm-hmm. But mostly cookies. And then, of course, you have Erin McKenna, which was baby cakes, which is gluten-free and things of that sort. And this is sort of another alternative, and I think a really good one. A lot of the things we had here were great. Not everything, but I know we're gonna go to break. When we come back, we'll talk about Amorette's a little more.
When we get back as well, we're going to be playing Disney Parks Pursuit in the 10 o'clock hour here. So if you want, I'm going to let you guys get on the line for that. Might be a little bit of a hold because we're going to finish up our Disney Springs discussion. But if you want to play Disney Parks Pursuit, now is the time to call 407-774-8255. That's 407-774-8255, and we'll get you on, get you some, hopefully some great prizes from Theme Park Connection. I know we got some of those Haunted Mansion variant covers, comics, so that'll be fun. And we'll continue our Disney dining discussion as well when we talk some resort counter and table service in the second hour as well. We'll be right back here on WDW News Tonight on 1520 WBZW and listen.WDWNT.com.
Celebrating 50 years as Apopka's hometown station. 1520 WBZW. Apopka, Orlando. Community events, financial news, weather, traffic, and more.
A service of Salem Media Group.
News this hour from Townhall.com. I'm Linda Kenyon. The House approves a $622 million plan to fight Zika.
$500 million less than the Senate. Oklahoma's Tom Cole.
The debate over this legislation isn't about whether or not we provide resources for Zika. It's about whether or not we pay for it.
Florida Democrat Alcee Hastings.
I can guarantee you that the mosquitoes carrying the Zika virus do not care if you are a Democrat or a Republican. And they do not care if the money used to stop them is offset.
The House action sets up a showdown with the Senate and the White House, which had requested more than 3 times that amount.
Capitol Hill correspondent Wally Hines. More than 4 million American workers will become newly eligible for overtime pay under rules issued today by the Obama administration. Vice President Joe Biden says more overtime money can give the economy a boost.
If you're making $25,000, $35,000 a year, you don't have any disposable income after you meet your basic. It goes back in the economy.
Overtime in recent decades. A top House Republican introduces a resolution censuring the IRS chief. The resolution calls for the resignation or firing of John Koskinen, claiming the commissioner has failed to cooperate with a congressional investigation into the agency's treatment of conservative organizations. White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest questions the GOP's priorities.
If they spent half as much time trying to make sure that the IRS got the money that they needed to do their job as they do undermining the commissioner of the IRS, the American people would be better served.
The measure introduced by Utah Republican Representative Jason Chaffetz is non-binding and would not force the IRS commissioner from his job, even if the House approves it. More on these stories at townhall.com.
We all know carrying a lot of credit card debt is a hassle. You're constantly managing multiple payments, and if you miss one, your interest rates may go up. Avant can help you take control by consolidating credit card debt with an unsecured personal loan. You'll make just one fixed payment a month. Simply go to avantoffer.com and check your rate. Checking your rate is risk-free with no effect on your FICO score. Complete your application in minutes, and the funds could be in your account as soon as tomorrow. Avant will give you a $50 Amazon.com gift card after you make your first payment on time. For this offer and to check your rate risk-free, go to avantoffer.com and enter the promo code BORROW. That's AVANT offer.com, promo code BORROW. Avantoffer.com, promo code BORROW. Loans made by WebBank. Funds are generally deposited via ACH for delivery next business day if approved by 4:30 p.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. FICO is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation. Amazon is not a sponsor of this promotion. Other restrictions apply. See website for details.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. Just some quick housekeeping before we get back to talking about Springs. Next week, I'm not here.
Yeah, oh, no.
Godspeed, gang. Tom's off next week, but WDWNT, the Pyramid's back for the first time in a long time. Should be a fun game. Lots of news and more.
Are you at least going to write me some jokes?
You guys seem to do it.
Sorry, folks.
You want to fill in next week?
Coming in?
Josh is gonna,
Do I have to pick you up?
You would have to pick him up.
I got the Lynx bus. It'll take me 3 days. I'll leave 3 days early. Bring my speaker back.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
I know. By the way, Tom, I know you like when I do the very flamboyant radio hand signals. That's why I did it for you.
For those who don't know, like sometimes I come in early. Nick's working on another show while I'm doing prep for News Tonight, and Nick'll do like all these crazy things that'll be like, oh, it's just like in the movies where they show people working in radio.
I'm like a maestro here, Tom. Like a maestro.
Totally unnecessary, but I get it. And we apologize for any audio difficulties there's been tonight. Of course, the live show has been a challenge, and we are going to work to get through those issues. Not really anybody's fault, just the nature of the beast.
But thank you, everybody, for saying that it's the operator, not the equipment. I appreciate that. To a degree, it was. Look, I guess I can't type. I'm trying to interact with the people, Tom, in the chat. Whenever I type in the chat, the audio goes out as I'm typing.
Yeah,
so,
we'll figure that out.
Sorry, guys. I want to talk to you, but not allowed.
We got people waiting to play the game.
We do. We have a couple people on hold. We are looking for some more. I know some people in the chat are debating it. Come on, it's not too bad. You know, it really isn't. There's some tough questions, not going to lie, but there's some pretty gimmies, too. So
I'll tell you what, anyone who plays tonight will get a little something at least.
Bam.
Our winner will get a nice big prize. How about that?
Well, what? So if somebody wants to play, give us a call. I should stop reading this chat. It infuriates me. 407-774-8255. I love you guys. I'm just kidding. I love all of you. 407-774-8255 is the number. Give us a call.
Yeah. Nick, very quickly, should we plug Magical Travel before we forget about it?
Oh, yeah. We're brought to you by Magical Travel tonight. It's an authorized Disney vacation planner and is always ready to assist you in making your next trip to the Walt Disney World Resort, Disneyland Resort, or even aboard the Disney Cruise Line, even that much more magical. Right now, you can awaken summer. Did you get your awaken summer Mickey monitor in the mail?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I did today.
They go to New York.
Oh, they go to New
nice-
York.
there's
Okay,
nice postcards in there.
postcards in it this month. It's good stuff. Awaken summer and save up to 30% on rooms at select Walt Disney World resorts for stays most nights, June 12th through August 25th, 2016. When you book by June 10th, 2016, plus you get that Awaken summer BB-8 graphic magic band.
What?
Yeah, but you got to upgrade to a room in the theme park package, and you get all that. For information on this offer and many more, of course, you can go to magicaltravel.com to book your next Disney trip today.
All right, Jason, let's take them back to Amorette's. We're talking about Amorette's, the upscale Disney-owned bakery. We had some good stuff here. A favorite thing, Nick got the Reflections in Memphis, which is this peanut butter mousse thing that has fried banana pieces on top, as well as there's some chocolate pieces on top also. This was really great. Elvis should come back from the dead just to enjoy this.
It was fantastic. Yeah. $8.
So all of the stuff in the glass case that you see in the pictures on the site, we have a full review up at WDWNT.com, of course. All of those items were $8 each, which may seem like a lot, but these are really, I think, of a table service restaurant quality, which many desserts of this quality at a table service will probably run you more than $8. This is Disney has come out and said this isn't upscale. It's meant to be an upscale bakery.
Well, I thought it was a fantastic experience. They're super nice.
Service was wonderful.
They answer all your questions. If you want to look at something, they'll pull it out of the case, and they have these copper trays that they put the pastries on and kind of slide you down towards the register. They have champagne. So I think the experience makes it worth it, and considering Disney's charging $5 for 4 bites of mousse at Flame Tree Barbecue to get like a handmade dessert, I mean, they on the first day were still making some of the stuff. Like my pavlova wasn't even ready until...
Yeah, the case. You'll see actually my pictures, I was just ahead of you in line. That big blank space you see in the case was what Josh ordered. It wasn't even ready yet.
I love this place. Now, I'm not a huge dessert person, honestly. Like, you know, but getting this, like, I don't normally do bakeries and things like that, but this is stuff you'd get as a dessert at a restaurant, and now it's in a bakery.
And we're not saying like Tony's Town Square. I mean, these are like, I'm trying to think who does really. Brown Derby does some really desserts of a quality.
It's a more upscale restaurant, and that's where the price is.
Restaurant.
Right, and that's where the prices are coming from.
There is the Reflections in Memphis, which is just wonderful. It was so good. So good, yeah. And I would be happy getting these as a dessert at a restaurant. There's Jason, keep us on that pick, the overall.
And so paying these prices for these pastries at this bakery is not a bad thing. If I want a sweet, you know, it's between this and sprinkles, and it's probably just a matter of what I'm more in the mood for. Am I in the mood for like ice cream or something like that? Then I'd go over towards sprinkles. If I want like this kind of pastry, I'd go right here. I mean, you have two great options now.
Absolutely. Also, I had the Avant Garde, which is that chocolate mousse you'll see, which has what looks like the My Magic Plus Mickey icon on it. I thought that was really good too. It was a nice dessert. The cheesecake wasn't the greatest cheesecake I've ever had, but I thought it was very good. If you like cheesecake, I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said with BB Wolf's, I'm not sure that's the one place I would go, but this would be the one place I would go for dessert. And if you don't want to wait an hour in the sprinkles line. this is a good.
That might be a decision too. Like if
that I think is
yeah.
the main decision, because from what everyone says, sprinkles is this great, amazing thing. So it really would come down to, if you don't want to wait in line, Amorette's is the next best option. I mean, again, not necessarily the same thing, but they are dessert places. Just they have different kinds of dessert. And then you had Lova.
Yeah, a lighter option. I didn't think it was absolutely fantastic, but if you don't want to eat 700 calories in 4 bites.
Yeah, I mean, I generally, if I'm gonna have dessert, I want chocolate and peanut butter, and that's kind of where the Avant-Garde and the Reflection in Memphis come in. But I understand some people don't necessarily love chocolate. But everything I thought we had was great. I want to go back and try the macaroons and the cookies. Go
yeah,
back and try those
absolutely.
But the other thing we had, Jason, I know there's a picture there. This is ridiculous. Paid $5 something for this. This little tiny cup of hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Now that's a ridiculous price, and it's also like it's an espresso cup size. It's very small. You could see it compared to the size of the dessert there. But this was really good. Like it's basically a tiny shot of hot chocolate. So value, it's hard to argue value, but it just was really good. It's a real thick whipped cream on top.
Rich. And Starbucks does these, I think, around Christmas time. I think they have these, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's just at Christmas time. And they have these just real rich. I mean, there's a trillion calories in these things. They're sugary, rich, thick. It's almost like chocolate shake, but hot chocolate. And yes, they're delicious. But that's about all. Like, yes, you could laugh at that size, but that's all you should consume as a human being.
Probably. Someone brought up the bakery in France at Epcot. I still think that's better than Amorette's, and I will probably still think that's better than Sprinkles. No, you don't think so?
You tell me the boulangerie in France is better than Amorette.
Have you ever had the chocolate bread? You know, chocolate bread?
Yeah.
That thing is amazing. That's like my favorite dessert.
All right, we'll see.
Well,
We're gonna take you. We're gonna go.
We're gonna go.
It's hard. Like, it's hard to pick one over the other because, again, it's a matter of taste. Like,
much as I love that peanut, the Reflection in Memphis is pretty amazing. But I don't know, that chocolate bread thing at boulangerie is pretty spectacular.
Wow.
But it's the type of dessert you like. You know, I think everyone could appreciate that each one of those is probably delicious, but it's the type of dessert you're going to want to have. Yeah. And the French bakery, I mean, it's good if you want other stuff too. I mean, it has as a
counter service.
Yeah.
Only 2 tables inside Amorette's, 2 standing tables.
Yeah.
Like maybe 12 people can stand there and eat their pastry inside.
I mean, you can get stuff to go also.
Yeah, you could take it outside, but if you want to be eating your $8 dessert in July outside, probably standing up in Orlando.
Yeah. Someone brought up Ghirardelli. I have never been blown away by Ghirardelli. I don't understand the psychosis about it.
I agree, and I'm a huge ice cream fan, and Ghirardelli's is down on my list if I'm at Disney World. I mean, I can't wait to try Amble Hills. I know you were a little bit in the middle about that, but
yeah, not really. I like it a lot, but we can talk about it shortly. Let's talk about. Let's go to my favorite, which is the D-Luxe Burger. I'm gonna try not to Zootopia this, but it's gonna be hard not to. So D-Luxe Burger is a Disney-operated counter service location, which is a burger restaurant. And, of course, these are very much in vogue. Certainly, probably wherever you live in the U.S., you probably have a Five Guys. But more akin to something we have here, I don't know how many of them there are across the country, but like Burger 21. The menu's actually, in structure, quite similar as far as shakes and alcoholic shakes and burgers and things of that sort. So, D-Luxe Burger, we went in with a large group, and we ordered the entire menu. By the end of the weekend, I've had all 6 of these hamburgers. So I want to talk about these one at a time as quickly as we can. Josh, what was your favorite one of the 6?
Diablo.
The Diablo. So that is the spicy option. That's the one Nick ordered.
Yeah,
we ended up divvying all of them up anyway.
We cut them up pretty well.
We did. We cut them up into 5 pieces. It was fun time. The El Diablo is the spicy. So the first thing I want to say is the burger patties themselves. For a counter service location, it is rare to have them serving a burger pretty much medium.
Yeah.
So a little bit of pink inside.
And they were telling people outside, and they would cook it longer, I'm sure.
Yeah, if you requested, they indeed could. But they were warning people as you went through the door that it will be a little pink on the inside. They're prepared medium. The other thing is the bun, which is made in-house. The bun is made in-house. Not only it is nut and peanut and tree nut allergy friendly.
That's huge, yeah.
Which is not often a thing. They also do have a gluten-free one that they can prepare, and then if you're being a little more health conscious, they do have wraps as well. So really, really well thought out menu here, and that they can really accommodate everyone. And not only that, yes, there are 4 of these are actually hamburgers, traditional hamburgers. There is a chicken burger, and there also is a vegetarian burger as well.
And it's worth pointing out that the El Diablo is actually a different kind of patty than the other classic burgers, than the barbecue.
I didn't even realize.
It is a mixture of beef and chorizo sausage.
Oh.
So it's a different blend of a patty as well, and you could tell when you cut into it. It's a different blend.
Yeah. The other thing that's really cool is they have the fries are really good. Definitely a little better than the average Disney counter service fries, I thought, but what really puts them over the edge are 6 dipping sauces.
Love dipping sauces.
They'll give you all of them with a smile on your face.
They do.
So you don't have to pick.
Everybody's face has a smile at D-Luxe Burger.
Yeah, the service has been great. A little slow at times. They seem to be figuring things. Again, it is the early days of the restaurant. We'll give them some time before we yell at them too much.
They have 2 registers.
They do only have 2 registers. That's going to be a problem.
Walt Disney World is the most visited theme park in the world.
Yeah.
They open a fast food hamburger place in their new dining district, and they have two registers. We waited an hour, and it was the first day.
Yeah.
But with 2 registers, you're only moving through a group every, say, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I do want to compare the fries to like Five Guys fries. They're pretty much spot on to me, and I love Five Guys fries. These were right on par with that.
Yeah. So. Again, every burger, we had every burger, even the vegetarian one I thought was a good option for vegetarian. I thought it was one of the better vegetarian options I've had. I would pick BB Wolf's over the vegetarian burger here, but still both very good.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I thought the chicken one was good, and I thought all 4 burgers were exceptional. Like, really, really great. There wasn't one of them I thought was bad at all. So that and the fries we already talked about, that would be enough for me to say this is a great counter. The other thing on top of that is they have the hand-spun milkshake.
Yes.
Which they also have alcoholic hand-spun milkshake.
Which I made a mistake, and the girl looked at me like, what do you want? Because I thought you take the alcohol and then you pick a flavor milkshake and you...
No, there are 3 separate alcoholic milkshake options, which you had the bourbon... What was it again?
Smoked bourbon.
Smoked bourbon.
You know, I like that smoked turkey drink at the bars at Walt Disney World. This has that smoked flavor. It's probably the same wild turkey bourbon that they use at the bars at the park, and it tastes like it has that smoky flavor, has the bourbon flavor. It's delicious. It's a chocolate shake, and it has a piece of bacon in it, which is crazy. No one wanted to eat the bacon.
No, I would have had it.
I offered it to everyone. No
I
one
didn't get offered it.
Sorry. There it is.
So that was great. Then there was the vanilla porter, which I thought, again, was really fantastic. And then last, it's not in this review. I'm going to add them at some point. But we went back last night to get milkshake.
The cake one.
Let's start. We're still going on with the alcohol.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So you had, this was weird. It was a soda.
It's an alcoholic orange soda, very in these days, with some soft serve ice cream. $9, which is $3 less than peaches and cream, but you get the full can along with some ice cream. It's a fantastic combination, something you could recreate at home fairly easily.
But very well done here.
Yeah, it was a great drink.
We also had the Godiva one, which was great.
Great.
Yeah. And then, if you're not into alcohol, the non-alcoholic are just as fantastic. I've had the cake. spectacular. The s'mores, spectacular. Then what's the caramel, Nick or Jason?
Salted caramel, right?
Salted caramel. Yeah. I went back and had that one. That's by far my favorite, and everyone at that was working the register when I ordered it said that was their favorite also. I have to agree. But they were all fantastic. We didn't get chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry yet because those are boring and, as Josh would say, not very bloggable.
Not bloggable.
No.
No time for that.
So, again, burgers were fantastic. The fries were fantastic. The dipping sauces. The milkshakes are all unbelievable. Then, for fun, there's then this macaroon thing.
Macaron.
Macaron, excuse me.
Okay.
Almond, like Nick ordering at Dunkin' Donuts. I'll have the almond.
Never been more embarrassed.
Anyway, this thing, it's red. So that middle thing there, the red patty is red velvet. That sauce dripping out is a raspberry sauce. I don't really know even what the rest was, but it had a nice taste to it. Not the greatest dessert ever, but I think it's a really cool photo op. Something to send people at home.
It is so freaking cute.
Yeah.
It comes in its own slider bag.
It does.
It's kind of bland except for the jelly on it, but I mean, yeah.
It was a fun piece though, and if that was the weakest thing we had overall, I mean, I know sometimes I gush about things.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, D-Luxe Burger seriously is one of, if not the best counter service at Walt Disney World right now. It makes a really strong point.
Yeah, if you consider waiting an hour in line quick service.
But beyond that, like last night, we didn't wait that long.
No, we walked in.
Yeah.
Torrential downpour.
So you can't really go by the first day. Everything's going to be overcrowded, obviously, and service is going to be as good. Obviously, we'll judge that more as we go forward.
We'll judge it harshly now.
Yeah.
But my thing was, like, their burgers, at first glance, look to be economical, like $10, $11, $12, $13, but they don't come with fries. So if you get, like, the Southwest burger with the small fry, you're spending $18. And $18 will buy you a hamburger at the Boathouse. $20 will buy you their Gibson hamburger. So do you want to wait in line for a half an hour and then 15 minutes for your food at a fast food place? Or do you want to be served at the Boathouse, which also offers 10% off if you're an annual pass holder, maybe Tables in Wonderland in the future? And bread.
Their bread's really good, though.
It is good. One tip on the Boathouse, I would look at their roasted new potatoes over the French fries. Just a tip.
Really? The French fries are so good. You don't like them?
Nobody likes them.
Nick, you liked the fries, didn't you?
At Deluxe?
No, at Boathouse.
Oh, yeah, those were really good. Yeah, I love those kind of fries. By the way, if you're holding on to play the game, please bear with us. I know you've been holding for a while now. We'll be getting to the game in just a moment.
Surprise.
Maybe 1 minute on the rest of these.
But Deluxe, like honestly, I was completely blown away. I'm gonna.
Can I say something embarrassing?
Surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Can I say something embarrassing?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize till way halfway through the meal that the D stands for Disney.
Oh my lord!
Patrick laughing.
I'm embarrassed.
Mike's not even on.
I had such an off-color joke to make, and I can't make it because we're on the radio.
It was insane. Yeah.
D stands for dumb blank.
Well,
anyway.
Yeah, you told me it was a Disney. Once I caught on that this was a Disney restaurant, I was like, I was like,
They did a great job. I went and I had to go compliment the chef who was walking around. I wish every counter service was good.
Yeah, best quick service hamburgers on property easily, probably top 5 overall. I mean, you'd have to look at Cruise Cup or what have you.
Yeah, and I'm not including table service, but I think counter service hands down.
Yeah, but you're still spending $18 on a hamburger and fries.
You're right. But is that unreasonable now? I mean, look what we spent on the taco burger at Pecos. I mean,
yeah, I don't want to talk about the Pecos.
Yeah, let's not. All right. Morimoto Asia street food. We're going to talk about real quick. This is the counter service component to Morimoto. You can see the things we tried if you go down real quick. The pork egg rolls, really spectacular. At least we thought.
Surprisingly good. You know, usually you get a frozen something or other, but these are obviously hand rolled.
Yeah. The octopus balls were not. It's a bit of an acquired taste.
$6 though for those 6 things.
Yeah, not bad. Then, not included in that review, we went back and we had the ribs, which are indeed the same ribs that are inside, a little cheaper and still just as good. I actually thought they were prepared better at street food. May have just been that day. I don't know. And then what did you have?
Kalbi beef tacos. If you ever had anything from China at Flower and Garden, it's that kind of steamed bun with some nicely spiced beef, I thought. Again, I don't know if it would be the one thing I would get, but if you're looking for something Asian and you don't want to sit down at Morimoto bar.
Yeah. And the specialty drinks, I had the one with the what was it? Jason, could you bring the menu back up? Can I see the drink menu?
I still don't know what we had to drink there.
Yeah, I know, because so for those unaware, we tried to go to BB Wolf's during soft openings, and we ended up catching these weird periods of kitchen testing at Morimoto Asia Street Food, and they just gave us stuff. Our intention was to buy food.
They wouldn't let me get.
But they're
two
like,
things.
no, we're testing the kitchen. Get what you want. But it was some sort of tea drink.
You don't have the drinks on here.
But especially you had the one with the boba balls.
Yeah.
And I thought that was okay.
Those were fun drinks. I expected mine to be a little sweeter, but you could sweeten it up yourself if you.
Yeah. I'm not much of a tea drinker at all, but I really loved mine. Like I would go get that again.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't have the beverage on the menu here.
But anyway, so that's street food. What do we got left? What do we have left?
That's
Nick,
it.
You want to talk about sprinkles real quick? You're the only person that's been here, although you've been in.
Sprinkles.
I would fly to
They have
Chicago right now to
cupcakes.
go to that ATM.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't understand the hype. Not a big cupcake fan, but everybody was saying sprinkles is the best. I love sprinkles, and I was like, okay. And everybody recommended the red velvet, but everybody was getting the red velvet, so I went a different direction. Someone else in my group ordered the red velvet, so I was able to try it. But once I saw on the and there's little pictures on the menu, and they describe how they do these things. Once I realized they had ice cream, I was sold out. I was not getting any. I was going to get ice cream with my cupcake, and it was just a matter of how. Do I want cupcake and a couple scoops of ice cream? And they had little pictures, little diagrams. How they put the cake in the bottom, they throw the ice cream on top, and then the frosting on top of that. They had cupcake milkshakes, which I'm still not sure how that works. I don't know if they throw the cupcake and the ice cream in the blender all at the same time, or if they pour a milkshake over the cupcake. But I ended up getting a chocolate marshmallow cupcake with mint chocolate chip ice cream. And the ice cream itself was phenomenal, but mix that with the deliciousness of the frosting, the best part of a cupcake. The frosting of the cupcake, and had the chocolate and the marshmallow. It was basically like putting chocolate and marshmallow toppings on top of your ice cream, but it's made so well. It was very delicious, mixed together, and then you have the ice cream kind of melting into the cup at the bottom part of the cupcake, the bottom. It was fantastic. The regular cupcake, really, really good as well. Had some kind of raspberry one. It was, and also had the red velvet one. Tried them both. Here's the winner, though, Tom. Captain Crunch ice cream. Listen to how they make this. They take Captain Crunch ice cream. They soak it in milk, and then they drain the milk out of the cereal and use that milk to actually make the ice cream. Then toss some dry Captain Crunch in there and mix it all around.
You know why I'm really excited about that? In New York, there was a place that would do the same thing where they make the milk, they drain the milk from the Captain Crunch, but they would make martinis from it.
Oh, no way.
It was really amazing. So the fact that you're saying someone has done this with ice cream, I'm on board, because that's still probably the greatest alcoholic drink I've ever had in my life, is the Captain Crunch milk martini. I forget where in the city we went and got it, but yeah, excited about it. But yeah. So where else do we have? Do we have anywhere left at Springs? Have we covered everywhere there? Oh, Poutine, Daily Poutine. Very quickly, let's talk about Daily Poutine. This is the booth that has their fries with various toppings. There is a Latin, an Italian, a French, and the regular. The regular just has gravy and cheese. That one I thought was pretty good. The only one I didn't like at all was the Italian. It was pretty much the bad marinara sauce from any Disney World counter service location, namely you Pinocchios. Otherwise, they were good, and they were big servings. They were a lot for $9.50, and I know a lot of people are complaining, hey, why don't they just make a half serving? I'd be happy to pay $5 for a half serving.
The price was fine. Here's my problem with it, and I'm a huge fan of potato products and loading things on top of them. Like, seriously, like, whatever. I love it. These were just across the board pretty awful. One reason is the steak fries. The really thick fries just soak up all the juices and all the flavor that's in these delicious sauces and cheeses and everything. And it just soaks it all up. It soaked up. The marinara wasn't that good, but it also didn't have any taste because it was all just soaked up by the fries. They have soggy fries that, and the flavor, because they're the thick fries, they're the big thick steak fries. It overpowers any flavor that the dryness of the fry overpowers any taste that the sauce had. But the sauces themselves weren't that great, but the flavor didn't burst out of them because it was just all soaked up in the fries, and there wasn't enough topping to make up for the amount of fry that was there because they were these huge, gigantic steak fries. And the French was the best one; it had the most flavor. The gravy,
I like the Latin one a lot. I know that was just me.
Gravy was flavorless. I thought the pork was pretty bad. I didn't think it was seasoned that well.
Mm.
You liked it?
Fight and work.
I don't know.
I like the Latin. I thought there was some value in the Latin with the pork. A big portion. It's not a bad point that why aren't they serving half portions with all the stuff you can to eat?
That's going to be the problem this place is going to run into is they've opened so many good places now that is this even going to be on anyone's radar? If anyone listening right now asks me, well, where am I going out of these places? I'm not telling them to go to Daily Poutine at all, even though I thought it wasn't bad.
And isn't it kind of in a weird spot?
It's actually one of the higher traffic areas.
Would it be?
It's literally right outside of World of Disney, which is the highest traffic store in all of Disney Springs. It's not in a bad place. That's why they put Amorette's there. Amorette's is right in the middle of the highest volume area. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's not. Isn't that kind of a dead end area, or am I kind of thinking of it wrong?
No, because people are flowing in a different way now.
Okay.
You don't realize that.
Yeah.
People are coming in through pretty much that center area where the water crank thing is.
Right, and then they're going either left or right.
But to get to World Disney, that might now become the entrance for World Disney. More people might go in that way.
You're right. That might be a more main entrance.
The bus loop is going to dump in the center.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
All right.
Let's talk about Ample Hills real fast. I want to talk about Ample Hills. Ample Hills Creamery is not at Disney Springs, but it did open this Sunday as well. It is at the boardwalk, replaces the ESPN Yard Arcade was right there. But essentially is the spiritual successor to Seashore Sweets, which just served Edie's ice cream. Yeah. Ample Hills they have a location in Brooklyn, New York, and they also ship worldwide now or something, or at least U.S. And yeah, so they have 16 flavors. It's fairly straightforward. There's cups, there's cones, there's sundaes, there's milkshakes. And I don't know, a lot of the flavors I tried, I thought the peanut butter wins the cup was really great. The chocolate, chocolate cookies and milk was really spectacular. The pecan brittle flavor was great. You ordered the flavor which is exclusive to Walt Disney World, which is the Sally Sells Seashells. I can't even say it. Sally Sells Seashells flavor, which is like an orange marshmallow with chocolate shells. What did you think of it?
It's really orangey.
I don't like orange at all, so I was not a big fan.
It's a really high quality product. A thick ice cream. It has some chocolate shells in it that were fantastic, and a lot of them. The owner was there scooping ice cream. My thing with it is that it's an $8.50 ice cream cone, a $8 ice cream cone, which is it's too much to spend on an ice cream cone. But at the same time, Disney charges $5.49 for Edie's ice cream, so you might as well spend the extra $2. Mine was served in an M&M cone, cookie dough.
The cone was the real winner. Yeah, the cone was spectacular. It's a cookie cone with M&Ms baked into it.
So if you're in the boardwalk area, what did you think compared to Beaches and Cream? Would you go to?
I still like Beaches and Cream better.
Yeah.
I love peanut. PB wins the cup flavor was really great, but the No Way Jose is like, if you like peanut butter, it's still the greatest thing ever. They still have the kitchen sink. I think Beaches and Cream is just hard to beat, especially with the alcoholic milkshakes now. I really loved all of those.
But if you're looking just for an ice cream cone,
if I don't want to wait, there's no reason I wouldn't stop here. This was really good.
it was.
I have no problem with this place. I will stop by and get. I probably won't get a milkshake again just because of the price and the size wasn't very big either. I would definitely come get the cone again.
Yeah.
No, it's a great alternative. They need this on the boardwalk. You are the boardwalk. And when I think of the Jersey Shore, I think of ice cream places, and Nathan's, and then ice cream places, and so you need something like this. This deserves to be there. And to the average tourist that doesn't know Beaches and Cream exist, that walk by, this is a wonderful option.
Way better than Seashore Sweets.
And that's really all that matters, is that it's better than Seashore Sweets. And at the end of the day, I'm okay with that. I think this is a really good addition. And I applaud, bringing in Disney, instead of doing it on their own, brought in a company that they realized does a very good quality product.
A better job.
Yeah. And there you go.
Yeah, I'm excited to give it a try. I'll hopefully get there this weekend or something. Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up our Disney Springs talk, right?
We're running so late.
Yeah, we are running very late. We have some people that have been patiently holding for us. And Tom, I think it's time we bring on our contestants for this edition of Disney Parks Pursuit.
All right, the Disney Parks Pursuit. Welcome aboard.
All right, let's take a couple minutes to get to know our four contestants here, Tom. First of all, we're bringing on Caden to the show. Good evening, Caden.
Hello.
How you doing tonight?
Good.
Good. Where are you calling in from?
Utah.
Utah. All right. So hopefully we'll be sending some prize. Actually, Tom said that Tom's graciously through Theme Park Connection, we're going to send prizes to everybody that's playing tonight. But of course, if you go through to win, you obviously get the bigger and the better prizes from Theme Park Connection. Hold on, Caden. Let's bring on Brian to the show now. Good evening, Brian.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Brian. Where are you calling in from tonight?
Alberta, Canada.
Whoa, Alberta,
Calgary?
Canada.
Edmonton.
Might be our first north of the border caller, Tom. So
Yeah,
that's
possibly.
pretty cool. So thank you for calling in, Brian. Do you head down here to Walt Disney World very often?
Yeah, quite a bit. I had a Premier passport for a couple of years.
Oh, nice. All right. So you go to both coasts there. Very cool. Brian, good luck tonight. We're going to bring on one of our other contestants here, Andrew. Andrew, where are you calling in from tonight?
Well, I'm calling in from Illinois.
Illinois. All right. Very good. And you ready to play some Disney Parks Pursuit? You up on all these categories?
Already as I'll ever be.
All right. That's why, again, the confidence is astounding by our contestants each and every week, Tom. Let's bring on Whoa, Ken. Maybe not. Hello. Let's try that again. Maybe if you have your computer on.
Yeah, turn off the show.
See that.
You can hear us through your phone.
Not gonna happen.
So whoever that is, turn off the show. Nick's gonna try and talk them out of it. Jason, pull up the board. Look how fancy. While nothing else has worked this week, there is the Disney Parks Pursuit scoreboard.
How about that? Look at that.
Look how fancy we are. So you'll be able to watch and keep track at home, unlike ever before. Kind of a cool thing. If you're listening in audio, obviously I apologize you can't see it, but on the video show, you'll see our scoreboard throughout the night. I'm going to start explaining the game while Nick is figuring that out. So the way this works is just like Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah, let's just try this one more time. Oh, nope, that's not happening.
Yoink.
Yoinks, indeed. Let me see something real quick. I can hear a weird echo too.
Live.
Ken?
Yeah, I'm on a hard line, a landline.
All right. No, you're fine. I got this down. We'll have Ken on now. We just have him on a different line.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and explain the rules, Tom.
You want to introduce Ken?
Oh wait, Ken. Yeah, might as well say hi to Ken. Hi, Ken.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm down here on Mobile Bay in Sweet Home, Alabama.
Alabama, very cool.
All over North America tonight. Very cool.
Well, we think Ken.
We losing?
Problems with that line. All right. Try to get Ken back. You explain the rules.
Tom, keep doing
we'll see.
live programming. All right.
Hey.
All right.
It happens.
All right, folks. Here's how it works. It's if you ever played Trivial Pursuit, the point of the game is you got to collect all the pie pieces. Whoever collects all the pie pieces wins. That's the same way you play the Disney Parks Pursuit. We just don't have the board. So in this case, the categories are going to be all Disney Parks related. They're going to be music, places, time, trivia, food, and quotes. For music, Nick is going to play, or in this case, tonight it's audio. I apologize. For audio, Nick is going to play a piece of audio. You're going to have to tell us what attraction that audio is from. For places, I'm going to give you 3 clues. You have to tell me where at the Walt Disney World Resort I am. For time, I'm going to give you an event in Walt Disney World or Disney Parks history. Tell me the year that event took place. For trivia, it will be a general Disney Parks trivia question. For food, I'm going to describe a food item. You have to tell me what I'm eating. And finally, for quotes, I will give you a quote from a Disney attraction. Tell me where the quote is from. So those are the 6 categories. Collect all 6 pie pieces, and you win the Disney Parks Pursuit. First person to all 6 pie pieces wins. Of course, it's a turn-based game. You keep going until you get one wrong. When you get one wrong, we move on to the next player. That makes sense to everybody?
It does. It does. All right, Tom. We're going to bring on our first contestant here, and that will be Brian. So, Brian, you're going first here tonight for the game, and so you need to pick the first category. Would you like places, time, trivia, food, quotes, or audio?
No.
Brian?
Hello?
Brian?
Hey.
All right, cool. How you doing tonight, Brian? What category would you like?
Let's do music.
All right, music. All right, that's me.
Nick.
All right, very good. Pick a number between 1 and 8.
7.
7?
7?
Yeah, 7.
Here you go. What attraction is this from? Now, it's all pre-show audio today. We got a theme going on, all pre-show audio. What attraction is this from?
Now, as you can imagine, safety is a big concern of ours, so we're going to insist that you buckle up your safety belt securely.
You'll be glad you did.
That is definitely Test Track.
That is definitely Test Track. Good job. You've got your audio puzzle piece.
Look at that on the board.
Look
you
at
can
that.
see it. Look
That is gorgeous.
So fancy.
All right.
Trivia now.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, trivia. Nick, why don't you roll that dice? Or Jason, roll that dice up on the screen so we can pick a trivia question here. All right, it's going to be trivia question number 1. What was the original name of the dinosaur attraction?
Countdown to Extinction.
Countdown to Extinction is correct. Give him another pie piece. Up to 2 pie pieces already. All right. What does he have left, Nick? Oh, Nick's gone. So now you have food, quotes, time, or place.
Let's try quotes.
All right, let's try quotes. Jason, roll that dice for me. Number 3. You never know who you might see. You never know who you might see. What attraction is that from?
This is going to be a complete guess. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Nope.
All right, we'll put Brian back on hold there, and we'll bring up now Andrew. Andrew?
Hello.
Hi. All right, so which category would you like? Audio, places, time, trivia, food, or quotes?
Let's go with audio.
All right, here you go. Would you like number 1 through 7? Which
7.
number? 7?
7.
7.
Here you go. What attraction is this piece of audio from?
You're all coming with me, courtesy of an amazing new invention. The very first, one of a kind, special, limited edition.
Okay, I loved this ride as a kid. This is, if we're talking Disneyland Paris, this is Le Visionarium. If we're talking Tomorrowland in the Magic Kingdom, this is From Time to Time.
I'll take it, yeah.
Good
That's
job.
the first name of the attraction.
Nice. Wow.
Well done.
Very good.
Very proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, you got one of your pie pieces here.
We got the A+ players tonight, man.
We do.
I am thoroughly impressed.
We got some good ones. Would you like places, time, trivia, food, or quotes?
Let's try places.
All right, places. I'm going to give you 3 clues. Tell me where I am at the Walt Disney World Resort. Number 1, I'm in a theme park.
Okay.
Number 2, I am at an entertainment venue. And number 3, sometimes you can find Stitch here.
Okay. An entertainment venue, so like a stage show?
Possibly. You got to tell me the name of a venue.
Oh, it's that stage in Tomorrowland. I don't know the name, but
I'm going to accept that stage in Tomorrowland because the answer is Tomorrowland stage. So there you go. There's your pie piece. What's he got left, Nick?
All right. Well, now you need time, trivia, food, or quotes.
Time, trivia, food, or quotes. Let's go with trivia.
All right, trivia. Jason, roll that dice for me. I don't know what that was. How long is the ride track for the Great Movie Ride at Disney's Hollywood Studios? How many feet?
How many feet?
Need an answer. No cheating.
1768?
Nope.
No.
All right, Nick, who's next?
All right, we're going to bring Caden up now. Caden, which category would you like? Music, places, time, trivia, food, or quotes?
Trivia.
Trivia.
All right, trivia. Jason, roll that dice. 6. How many Cinderella castles are there around the world?
2.
That's correct. Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom, Tokyo Disneyland Park.
Very good. All right, audio, places, time, food, or quotes?
Audio.
All right, would you like number 1 through 6? Give me a number.
Oh man, 7 was taken?
7's taken.
No more 7.
No more 7.
I'll do 2 because it's the beginning of 2, 5, and 7.
All right, what is this pre-show music to?
Oh.
Like Josh is saying.
Sounds really Epcot-y. Wait. I have no idea. Can I answer that Great Movie Ride question instead?
No.
That's the last I got? Because I know the answer.
All right. Give a guess. You're on the right track.
Epcot-y. Is it Reflections of China?
No.
You're saying Get Smart. Missed it by that much.
All right, we're going to bring in Ken for his first turn of the night. Ken, would you like audio, places, time, trivia, food, quotes?
Trivia, please.
Trivia. All right. Jason, roll that dice. How many Soarin' attractions will exist worldwide by the year 2020?
How many will be worldwide?
Yes. How many will exist by the year 2020?
5.
Incorrect.
All right, Ken. Hold on. And now we're going to bring back our first contestant, who is Brian. Brian, you got 2 pie pieces. There are 4 left that you need. You have trivia and audio, so you need places, time, food, or quotes.
Let's go places.
Places. All right. I'll give you 3 clues. Tell me where I am. I'm at a restaurant. This location is known for ice cream. And I'm at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club.
Beaches and Cream?
Beaches and Cream is correct.
All right, very good. So you got your places one now. You need time, food, and quotes. You're halfway there.
Let's do time.
All right, time. Give me the year the event took place. Jason, roll the dice for me. Number 2. The original Star Tours opens at the Disney MGM Studios.
1992.
Incorrect.
All right, hold on, Brian. Let's bring Andrew back now. Andrew, you have two of
Hello.
the. Yep. Hi. You have two of the 5 pieces, but you still need. Let's see. You need time, trivia, food, and quotes.
Let's try.
I can't hear myself. Which, as much as I love that,
Make sure you have your
it's not
audio
good for
off
us right now.
in the background.
Let's try trivia.
Okay, Jason, hit that dice for me.
Andrew, do you have your computer on in the background?
Oh, sorry. I'll turn it down.
Cool, thanks.
There we go.
How long is the ride track for the Great Movie Ride? In feet. Not human feet, the measurement.
Oh.
Need an answer. Give me a guess.
1976.
Nope. But God bless America.
Caden, it's your turn again. You have trivia.
Right.
You need audio, places, time, food, quotes.
Quotes.
Quotes. Marching along, we're adventurers.
Oh. Why did everybody else get the easy ones? Marching along.
We're adventurers.
It's so hard. Is it Peter Pan?
No.
Dang it.
There are some 20-something-year-old guys like yelling at their computers right now, by the way. Anyway.
All right, let's bring Ken back on. Ken, you need you need all your 5 pieces still. Would you like audio, places, time, trivia, food, or quotes?
Food, please.
Food. All right, Nick made this category, so I apologize in advance.
Oh, he did. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, did you prove it?
I didn't, so let's see how this goes.
Oh, God. Sorry, guys.
Oh, these look all right. And, so we're not looking for the name of a piece of food. We're looking for the name of a restaurant in this case.
Okay.
You can get creamy crab spinach fondue at this Epcot eatery. Creamy crab spinach fondue. Josh, you'd be really good at this guy. Creamy crab spinach fondue at Epcot. Where?
Well, I don't know Epcot. It's got to be the France Pavilion, though, right?
That's
I
incorrect.
wouldn't know the name.
All right, who are we going to?
All right, now we'll bring Brian back on. We're back around another time. Brian, you're halfway there, but you still need time, food, and quotes.
Let's try quotes.
All right, here we go. Quotes. Tell me where the quote is from. How dare you come here?
Norway.
I need the name of the attraction.
Maelstrom.
There you go. About to be those 20-somethings we're going to yell at their
Should have
computer.
remembered that.
Oh, Maelstrom.
All right, time or food?
Let's go food.
All right, food. Let's see what Nick came up with here. You can get the Anchors Away sandwich at this Magic Kingdom eatery.
I was going to say Liberty Tree, but it's not. I can't remember the name of the restaurant it is.
Yep, Liberty Tree is incorrect.
I know exactly what it is.
I like how you always preface just in case it's a bad question. Let's see what Nick did.
Yeah, just in case.
You can't just go with it.
This question does not reflect the opinions of WDWNT LLC.
I got to earn back my credibility after the math game, huh?
You do. That was a big mistake. Anyway.
Andrew! Yeah, all right, here we go. You need time, trivia, food, and quotes.
Let's go with quotes.
Quotes. There's a left dock and a right dock. We call it a paradox.
That's got to be the Jungle Cruise.
It is.
All right, very good.
If you didn't like that question, Nick wrote it.
All right, you're halfway there. You need time, trivia, and food.
Let's go with trivia.
All right, trivia. Jason, roll that dice. The black hole attraction developed by Walt Disney Imagineering eventually became which attraction? Started as the black hole ride, but that movie didn't do so well. Something else.
Space Mountain?
Nope. That's incorrect.
Hello?
Okay.
Space Mountain?
No,
Sorry.
Still incorrect.
Still wrong.
Next day.
Nick was in space there. No, I'm just trying. We're gonna go a little bit over time. So I was finagling the 1520 WBZW is gracious enough to allow us to spend an extra few minutes here to finish up our game. So we are going a little bit over time. So I had to make the necessary adjustments here. So we're gonna finish our game in full here on 1520 WBZW. But let's bring. I believe that was Andrew, correct? So let's bring Caden back on for his turn. Caden, you only have one pie piece. You have trivia, so we're looking for the other 5: audio, places, time, food, and quotes.
Places.
All right, places. I'll give you 3 clues. Tell me where I am. I'm at a restaurant. I'm at a table service restaurant. I'm at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
Oh, why did it have to be a resort? So you said table service?
Yeah, there's only one.
Isn't that what Indiana Jones says? Why does it have to be a resort? Caden thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, good job, Nick.
Oh.
If I can make Caden laugh, it's all worth it, Tom.
Caden, I need an answer.
Is it Shutters?
It is Shutters. That's correct.
Good job.
Yes.
All right. Let's see if we can get halfway there. Now we need audio. We need time, food, and quotes.
Quotes.
Quotes. Ye be a feisty one, ye be.
Is it Pirates of the Caribbean?
It is.
All right.
A little rum with your old pal Bill.
See, there you go. You get some gimmies there. How about we got audio, time, or food?
Time.
Time. Alfredo's Ristorante at Epcot closes.
Epcot's what?
The Alfredo's Restaurant at Epcot closes. Need an answer. To prevent cheating, I need an answer immediately.
Straw of the year.
Is it like... Can I just give a year?
That's what we're looking for, yeah. Just the year.
2007?
There you go.
That's correct. I need you to answer faster to prevent cheating. There is a time limit.
Are you accusing Caden?
I don't know.
I hear it. I don't know.
I don't know. All right, what's he got left?
He has left food and audio.
All right, food and
let's
audio.
do food.
All right, food. You can get the grilled buffalo ribeye at this resort restaurant.
I'm going to take a stab and say Animal Kingdom Lodge. No, I know that's wrong. Dang it. I was doing so well.
All right, next.
All right, let's bring Ken on now.
All right.
Ken.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. You need all your pie pieces still.
Right.
Okay, so would you like audio, places, time, trivia, food, or quotes?
Food, please.
Food, all right. You can get an ice cream martini at this Epcot eatery.
Oh, jeez. I always get the Epcot questions.
He hates Epcot, Tom.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Where do you think it is?
Italy.
No. I would have taken a country just to give you a pie piece. That was not the right country.
Not the right country. Close for no cigar. All right, let's bring Andrew. Oh, no, excuse me, Brian. Brian back on. Brian, you're in the lead. Oh no, actually you're tied. You got someone Caden right on your heels now. But you need
close.
Yeah, you need two pie pieces here. Looks like you still need time and you still need food.
Let's try food again.
All right, food. You can get garlic knots at this Animal Kingdom eatery.
What is...
This isn't Jeopardy.
I love it. It is.
What is your answer?
What's your question?
There's like 5 restaurants. Which one has garlic
Yak and
knots?
Yeti?
Yak and Yeti.
The famous
Garlic
Yak and Yeti
knot.
garlic knot.
Oh,
Perfect.
This game will never end.
It's the perfect Asian cuisine.
Next.
Next.
Get angry. Next.
Andrew.
All right, let's try time.
Let's try time.
Pleasure Island closes when?
2005?
No, that's incorrect.
Oh.
Cut him off mid-awe. Caden.
Hello.
Hi. All right. Let's see what we can do here. What do you need left here? It looks like you need food, and you also need
music.
No. Yeah, audio. Yeah. Food and audio.
Yeah, audio. I'll go with audio.
Next 2 categories. All right. Here you go. What attraction is this audio from what attraction pre-show?
An ecosystem like none other on Earth. Until now scientifically inconceivable, yet there, nevertheless, deep beneath the sea, waiting for our...
Oh, the seas, or the living seas?
The living
The older
sea?
version of the Nemo ride. I don't know what that one's called.
Well, you got
the living seas.
An inconceivable future filled with endless possibilities.
Look at that. All right. It's down to food, Caden. How well do you know
I
your
got
food?
that right? Nice.
Yeah, the living living seas, otherwise known as the attraction that was before Nemo.
Yeah, I just know Nemo. All right, let's do it.
All right, let me see.
I actually meant to cut that one before the word seas appeared on it, so I'll take the blame for that one. I bet you that was the
get
cue.
creamy crab spinach fondue at this Epcot eatery. Need an answer right now. Say something.
France.
Something. Ken.
No cheating in this game. Tom wants a fair winner.
Ken.
Yo.
What would you like? What category?
Let's do food again.
Food again. All right. Try and help you out here.
Don't give me an Epcot one.
Okay, you can get garlic knots at this Animal Kingdom eatery.
Well, didn't he just get that?
Yeah, but he was wrong.
Oh, okay. Oh, God.
Who would have garlic knots? It's a, well, I hate to say Italian food because it's not quite real, but which restaurant might have something Italian?
I don't know Animal Kingdom. I'll just say
Which
Animal
park do you know?
Fantasyland quick service. Flatbreads.
You're wrong. It's an Animal Kingdom.
Garlic knots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, who's next?
It happens to be Brian.
All right, Brian. What's he got left?
Food again.
Food again. All right. You can get garlic knots at this Animal Kingdom eatery.
Pizza Safari.
You know what you can't get there? Cheese quesadillas. Anyway.
All right, looks like all you need is time.
Let's go time.
All right, time. This is for the win. Walt Disney passes away. What year?
1961.
It's incorrect. The game that never ends. Go ahead, Nick. Okay.
Yeah, it's Andrew.
Yep, let's try food.
Food.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the Anchors Away sandwich at this Magic Kingdom eatery.
Oh, it's the Columbia Harbor House.
That's correct.
Yoo-hoo!
All right.
Wow, he is happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. We're closer to ending this game.
Yeah!
Let's keep going.
Let's
Keep
do
going.
it.
Come on, Josh is falling asleep over you. Let's go.
Time or trivia?
All right, let's go with time.
Time.
Excited.
Mickey's Toontown Fair opens.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1997.
Oh.
Next.
So close. Let's bring on Caden back. Caden just needs one.
I'm back.
What does he need?
What do you need?
Food, right?
Food.
Yeah, food.
Where can you get a hippopotami tie?
A hippopotami tie? Somewhere in Animal Kingdom.
Nope. Next.
Ken, how you doing?
Good.
All right, so what park do you know the best?
Disneyland.
Oh, I will make up a Disneyland question for you.
All right, thank you.
What category do you want?
How about, food if it's Disneyland?
Food, all right. Food. Place at California Adventure where you can get a giant corn dog.
Flows.
No! It's in the name!
Oh my gosh!
Was Corn Dog Castle. Come on, Ken. Come on, Flows.
Oh, Brian, let's see. Let's see if you could put a fork in this game for us. But you don't need the food category. That would have been apropos there. What do you need? Let's see. Looks like you need time. Tom? Time.
Maelstrom closes.
2015.
Nope. We're already in overtime and we're not even through the game. I just want that to sink in with everybody. I'm sure my panel of podcasters is ecstatic again that they've been pushed past 11 o'clock.
Uh-oh.
Anyway.
All right.
Who's next?
It's Andrew.
Hey, it's me. Okay, how about trivia?
Trivia. All right, Andrew. I'm going to give you an easy one.
All right.
How many countries are there in World Showcase?
Mm-hmm.
I assume he's counting.
Mexico, Norway.
You could hear him counting.
Yes, he is.
No, keep
At least
counting.
that's not cheating.
Norway. China. We're including American Adventure?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the math game all over.
9?
Sweet Jesus.
You taking back what you said at the beginning of this game, Tom?
What did I say?
We have a amazing crowd.
No, they're terrible. Let's go. Who's next?
Caden.
I'm back.
Food.
What is it? Food?
Food.
What is the name of the dinner show at Pioneer Hall?
Oh, the Hoopty Doo Review?
That's correct. And that's the game.
All right, congratulations to Caden. Everybody hold on the line. Need to get your info. You're all getting prizes courtesy of Theme Park Connection, our absolutely wonderful sponsor. They're going to send out some prizes for you all. And Brian, call me back. You dropped during this last round, so call me back because you came in second. I need to get you your prize from Theme Park Connection, please. So that'll do it. That'll do it for this edition of WDW News Tonight. Remember to head to WDW.com. Follow us there. Follow us on Twitter at WDWNT. I'll be back solo next week. Tom, have fun.
Are we not coming back?
Are we coming back for a post game?
We've got stuff. We didn't finish the show.
Sounds good. We'll be back for a post game show.
In a minute.
If you're listening to us on 1520 WBZW, head over to listen.wdwnt.com for more. If you're listening there, just stay tuned. We'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes. And if you are listening to 1520, you'll be joining programming, and it's already in progress. Dom?
What a disaster. And remember, kids, Kongaloosh!
And he says he's a federal employee, which means he's got a federal pension. So he's going to have a pension. And what does he say it is here? His salary is $160,000. Oh, he's got $650K in his TSP. Now the TSP is the government's version of a 401K, the Thrift Savings Plan. It's a government 401K. And he's got that, and he's putting 15,000.
And we're back. What a disaster. I'd like to apologize to our panelists below. Down there, you can see them. Once again got pushed off. I've been trying to do this Flashback to the Future for 4 weeks now, and we still haven't gotten to it.
We're almost out of the month that it pertains to.
Yeah, or things are kind of falling apart here. Do we still want to do this discussion? I don't know how long.
I think instead of talking about alcoholic beverages at the resorts, I'd rather just go have one.
Yeah. Jeez. Nick, who hates Tom now? Do you have that? Oh, he's doing that.
We do!
Yeah, I know, everybody does, right? Don't forget about the Tublic sale. It's going on now. Go to WDWNT.com, click that link. $14 shirts right now. It's a good deal.
Yay. Quesadilla Bird is the newest addition to the store.
Oh, I didn't see that!
Yeah,
It's
Quesadilla Bird.
Oh, Quesadilla Bird gotta go right now.
Yeah, it's the album cover I made. That's been my Skype avatar like for the last 5 years.
I could.
Pretty good. Josh is still here creeping in. There's Josh. Hi, Josh.
Hello.
Does that make Josh a creeper?
Mug of the week.
It'll be the first time anybody's called me creepy before.
I'm sure.
Never get that.
So I don't know what we're doing. We're doing something. Who's here? Who's here? I don't know who's here.
Hey.
We got
Introduce
Dustin,
yourself.
Patrick, David, Ashley.
Oh, look at the size of this crew we have. We can't just send everybody home. We got to do something. Can we talk about Ken? Ken, I know you're probably still listening, but I don't care. Ken's like, what park do you like, Ken? Disneyland. All right. Which?
Well, he said Disneyland, and then you
California Adventure has
asked him a
corn dogs.
California Adventure quest, and he's probably never even been there.
I thought you
It's
did.
in the name.
I thought you did great, Ken. I have no idea why more people don't call.
He said I want a Disneyland question, and you give him a
How
California
long is the
Adventure
track
question.
to Great Movie Ride?
The track of Great Movie Ride is 1,989 feet long. It's the opening year of the park.
The tip of my tongue.
So it's not an answer that you'd have to really like go and measure the track. It's the opening year of the park. It's not a number at random.
Yeah.
But kind of a fun fact. Is there anything we didn't answer? I don't know if there's any questions we didn't answer. I threw the papers away.
Where can you get the
Maybe to get
cheese?
Coral Reef on the fondue.
Coral Reef was the
crab
fondue.
Dip fondue thing. Yes.
Coral Reef. Coral Reef was the answer on that one.
4. The number of soaring attractions by 2020.
Yes, because of course it already exists at California Adventure at Epcot. It will exist it exists in Shanghai pretty much already, and then it will exist in Tokyo Disney Sea by 2020.
And what was the Black Cauldron movie?
No, it was the Black Hole.
Black Hole, which became Star Tours.
The Black Hole. Yes.
Yeah, Jason corrected me. I was like, "What's the Black Hole?"
Patrick thought it was Black Cauldron, and I'm like, "No, worse than that."
That movie was
I thought
nominated.
it was Black Cauldron too.
That movie was nominated for 2 Academy Awards.
The Black Hole or the Black Cauldron?
The Black Hole.
Wow.
Visual, no?
Yeah, it was visual.
That
Jason
was like
said it's not
70s,
worth my
wasn't it?
$3 to watch it.
No, it's
Isn't
terrible.
it on Netflix?
It's really bad. No,
You can buy it on Amazon.
it's a bad movie. Don't watch it.
Did anyone end up answering the Reflections of Earth pre-show audio?
Yeah, they said Reflections of China, which was real close. I thought when he started saying Reflections,
I thought he had
I
it.
got it. No, he did not. Pleasure Island closed.
He only read the first word of his Google results.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
You can hear the typing too.
Yeah, I know. Tom's always on everybody, especially when they steal my photos. Anyway.
Oh, it was L'artisan at France. One of the what was the question?
The alcoholic martini
Yes.
ice cream was Artisans de Glace. Nick is still taking calls right now.
Complaint?
He's writing people's addresses down.
Complaints, yeah, probably complaints. I'd like to call in with a complaint about this show. It's terrible. Anyway.
It needs a schedule.
It has a schedule. We just take forever to do anything.
Well, then you need to schedule less things.
Yeah, maybe. Jason, you're like a beard and body are vanishing.
I know, but no one can see me, so it doesn't matter.
You're like the watermark we should have put on that photo.
You could put my head down in the little. Look, put me down in the little corner of the frozen.
Oh no, he's falling down the drop. Look out!
Back over the hill.
That red looks intense. Hey Tom, I can just use that photo however I want, right?
Yep.
Oh sure.
No
use it as
credit
your
needed.
Skype avatar. Use it as your background on the green screen. Whatever you want.
Print it out, carry it around with
Don't
me.
bother to.
My favorite one is the Facebook group that said, what was it? It was a site that often breaks stories. Posted that didn't credit us, but said a site that often breaks Disney news stories.
What do you want to write? 5 letters or?
Yeah, I know 5.
15
That's all it would
words?
take. They didn't even have to put a link. Like WDWNT would.
You can have any picture. Just ask.
Yeah.
You can have anyone you want.
They stole my D-Luxe Burger picture today too.
Yeah.
You pointed that out. Parker Rama stole my D-Luxe Burger picture. Just ask. I would have let them use it. I don't care.
I think you'll have to start doing the all the photo imaging things.
The last.
Oh, Nick is typing.
Simultaneously. Yeah, Nick is typing.
Nick is typing. We can't hear your diatribe at this point.
Can I talk now? Are you done typing?
Breaking news!
What's breaking news?
Tom is wrong.
What am I wrong about?
Does anyone know the track length of the Great Movie Ride?
1,989 feet.
Does anybody disagree with that?
Yeah, I put 1926.
No, that's incorrect.
Are you sure?
It's 1989.
I'm hearing 1928. And
that's incorrect. It's 1989.
Okay.
No, 1928 is your Mickey Mouse. It has nothing to do with it.
All right.
It's 1989.
All right.
Yeah, that's incorrect. So the last time I would.
Where can I find that?
Though, Nick.
Where can I find that?
Snowgies, guys.
Where can I find that? It's in every book. It's in Jim Corcus books. It's in. It's probably on the Wikipedia page even.
No, it's 1928 on the Wikipedia.
Yeah, well, Wikipedia is not.
Wait,
Well,
let
you
me
just
log in
said
and
it was.
change it. Hang on.
The Imagineering Handbook for Studios, probably.
The Disney Wiki is saying 1928. The Wikipedia article for the Great Movie Ride is 1926.
No, it's 1989.
See, nobody even knows. It's like take your best guess.
There you
It
go.
opened May 1st, 1989, but
Yeah, no, it's 1989. Another first.
all right. Tom versus the internet.
I'll go count it out next
The
time I'm there.
internet's saying 8 different things, so I go with Tom. So anyway, last time I watermarked photos, they appeared simultaneously on 18 different news outlets, and looked kind of ridiculous. So I try not to watermark things again since the Disney Springs story, even though it was really funny because Magic said, "Well, you should watermark things from now on." Yeah, then our watermark was plastered all over the news, much to their chagrin. So it was pretty common.
But
But
wait,
anyway.
if your watermark is plastered all over the news, why is that a problem?
It just looked kind of silly because I had made it real.
Well,
pretty
don't make such a silly-looking watermark then.
Because I didn't want anyone to crop the corner out, which is what they did with the Main Street Bakery Starbucks picture, which was the whole argument with WDW Magic.
All right, so we do have confirmation from StudioCentral.com. The track is 1928 feet long, which is the same year as the original Chinese theater.
Yeah. I'm also.
It's 1989.
Okay.
All right.
Well, then the tour guides there have it wrong too.
They do.
Okay.
Everyone has it wrong except Tom Corless, obviously.
Obviously.
I'm going to go with Jim Corcus on that one. Jim Corcus knows his stuff. That's who I got that from. So.
But wait, Jim Corcus, in an interview with Lou Mangello on his WW Radio Show podcast number 117, says,
Well, we all know how credible that show is.
I'm still just trying to find the quesadilla bird shirt. There it is. Got it.
I'm still trying to find the quesadilla bird shirt.
Oh, this show's a disaster. What are we doing?
Is it worth
Can we
it?
just-
Is it? How does it look?
I think it looks real good on the gray.
What page?
Is it worth it?
I don't want to link anybody. I gave the wrong link last time.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, classic.
Trying to understand something in the chat. I can't. I'm going to try.
They just want to listen to the after show.
I was going to say, is the after show seriously Googling the track for movie ride?
That's what it's become at this point because we went way over time. Nick, I'd like to at least do Who Hates Tom, and maybe since you guys are short next week, you can do that resort conversation finally, maybe. This is I don't know. The last 3 weeks have been kind of a disaster. Nick is looking something up.
Can we talk more about cupcakes?
It's 11:20 already.
20?
Would like to go to bed.
Yeah, Josh would like to go to bed.
Oh.
There's a dog, guys.
I have to drive him home.
And his name is Indiana Jones.
Did everyone hear that? Did that work this time?
I heard it.
Okay.
It worked this time.
Nick, who hates Tom now?
Who hates Tom now? Nick hates Tom now. Tom hates Nick now. Good thing we're taking some time apart from each other for a little while.
I need a week off from the show.
Oh boy! All right, we're gonna start this off with somebody that actually doesn't hate Tom, just because I thought this was an interesting read here.
Wait, someone doesn't hate me?
Yes, because
that doesn't mean they like you, Tom. It just means they don't hate you.
Yeah, they don't hate you.
I'm still surprised.
They might still dislike you.
Flakedon wrote in. Cannot wait to hear Tom get angry about the Frozen ride picture drama. That's Tom to everybody else who stole his photos. He said, I'll have the popcorn ready and waiting for it. So
happy to be everyone's Twitter entertainment as always.
But not everybody was so happy about your Frozen article, Tom. Mark wrote in, forwarding this to Disney Legal. You have no business posting these photos.
Honestly, I think Disney Legal knows that Tom is posting those photos.
I think we got a free pass for the amount of Disney dollars I sold last week.
Tom doesn't need to forward it to Disney Legal. Disney Legal knows what Tom is doing.
Can we talk about something real quick? Disney never put out the release that they were ending Disney dollars.
No, they sure didn't.
But within 24 hours, Disney dollars had sold out resort-wide at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World.
Jeez, wonder how that happened.
You're welcome.
Robert Allen LaFlame writes in, well, about the Frozen pictures. Well, doesn't this spoil the surprise? Poor taste.
Just like watching a movie spoils the ride.
Just like all the other websites that steal the photos and post them spoil it too.
How about this about your D-Luxe Burger review?
I know which one you're going to read. Go ahead.
Well, Minnie wrote in, sure, it might taste good, but best in the world? Question mark, exclamation point.
Disney World, I said. I didn't say in the world.
Best in the world at what it does.
The best burgers in the world.
I didn't say the world. I said Walt Disney World.
You said on the planet, by the way.
On the
No, I didn't. Get out of here. On the planet.
D. Hiddleston writes in, burgers tasted like crap. They were indeed dry with no seasoning. Also, I found Springs to be rather high-end and dull. The new outlet in Wesley Chapel is far better. I found your article a bit overrated.
Quality I'm in.
And then, of all places, Tom, I found on one of your photo reports, Henry M. wrote in, it's Dick Wallen and I, not myself. Would you say myself walked around Disney Springs? Correcting your grammar.
But it's Dirk.
It's also Dirk.
I'm reading what they wrote, Patrick. Dick Wallen.
I want to get him a big yellow trench coat now. Dick Wallen's on the case.
I knew that name didn't sound right. I'm just reading what Henry M. wrote in.
Call me Dick. You remember there was the Madonna poster for Dick Tracy that got recalled.
I will say that, and myself sounded a bit weird. So I'm glad Henry corrected you on that one.
Wallen and myself visited. I don't think it sounds that weird. I think they're wrong. What do I know? I went to school for journalism.
And that's it. That closes the I Hate Tom
I think
mailbag.
you had enough. Anyway, enough people hate me this week. I know all the staff hates me because I had them come on the show again for no segment. Or the last 3 weeks they've been on for like 5 minutes. But you guys, the inmates, can run the asylum next week because I'm not here. So
we will run the asylum.
Now, Patrick, everyone's doing wrestling things in the chat because of Patrick now.
I didn't do anything.
It's all your fault. It's your fault. You're to blame. I want to thank all the Easy WDW fans that came out for Josh.
Hi, all 8 of you.
Go visit Easy WDW. If you have a couple hours to read a single photo report, please go to easywdw.com.
It'll be like a new post next month.
When are you going to get the reviews up from Disney Springs?
When I have time. You know my schedule. I'm very busy.
Yes. What are you guys doing next week? Who's Jason, you're not here next week?
No, why would I not be here next week?
I don't know. Someone I thought said they're not here.
It was me. I'm not here next week.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, who's going to run the show if I'm not here next week?
So Jason co-hosting with Nick next week.
Yes.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Nick.
You excited?
Oh, can we do the math game?
I'd love to.
No,
yeah, I think we should.
It's pyramid.
Can we switch it?
Jason can help me construct a really good math game.
Did you see how bad the game went tonight? You really want to do something more?
Nick, here's what I want to do, Nick. I want to do the math game, and you and I will construct it, and then we'll get it like triple checked by some other people, and we'll redeem ourselves. Since Tom hates it, he's never going to let us do it.
I'm imagining there's going to be like physicists in a room that looks like at a Peabody and Sherman.
And the first part of the question has to be, how long is the track at the Great Movie Ride?
Yes. Yes. I think we should do it.
Number.
I mean, the only person that's told anyone that it's match game or pyramid is Tom, so he's not even here. Let's just do the math game and
I'll be at SDK.
Redeem ourselves.
Excellent. Love it.
All right. Good. I will. I'll get in touch with you and we'll put together some good questions.
Awesome. See, Tom, this is how you work together as a team.
I'll take, just because I feel bad everybody came out to you have 3 minutes left, everybody. Anyone in the chat has any questions they want us to answer, anything, you have 3 minutes to ask them. We're here for 3 more minutes, and then we're gonna get out of here. And you guys can talk about resort dining next week.
Aww.
Oh.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate the confidence.
I just want to be part of the conversation.
I was going to say Patrick's not going to get to now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone for a long time.
Busy counting.
How long?
Finals.
Probably 3 weeks. I'm moving in with my mom. She's having surgery, so I'm not going to bring everything to record to my mom's house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Why subject anyone to that?
Exactly.
Everyone can check out Ashley's dog.
Oh, the dog came into
His
the
name
shop.
is Indy.
We got 2 questions.
He does.
3 questions.
What's up with Rivers of Light?
Oh, too easy.
I said we had 3 minutes left, not 30. Later this summer.
Yeah, I'm hearing August.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
And some of All Thrills, yeah, it's definitely on its way out.
Someone yelled doggy in the chat.
Once again, Caden asked if we could put the after show part of the podcast. And
is it usually not?
It's not, because Nick doesn't like doing that because it's too much effort.
Oh.
So I guess it's video.
Maybe it is today, but I don't think so.
What do you think will happen to the Osborne Christmas lights now that Star Wars Land is coming?
They're not.
Epcot?
They're not.
There's nothing happening to the Osborne lights.
They're going into.
They're going into the trash.
They've already made their way to Cast Connection, soon to be Theme Park Connection.
As far
Tom
as
will sell them off one light at a time.
As far as the post show stuff, I only locally here record anything that's going out over the airwaves, the radio station. So like I can't, because I'm tying up the computer, sending audio, connecting to all you guys. I can't record the post game stuff. So that's why it's never in the audio I send to.
But it's in the video.
Okay, well then, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely on the Hangout. I mean, it's on the video,
So we
so
need to rip
you'd
it off
have
of
to
there?
look at it. Well, or else people would need to look at or just watch the video if they want to hear it.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's all there. Yeah, it's all in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we get you to go to YouTube.
That's right. I mean, we could rip the video, but it's lower quality is the
Yeah.
problem. So it's better to listen to the audio in your car, and then when you get to work, watch the YouTube.
Do that. Here you go. Someone asked about there is that One Man's Dream refurbishment coming up in July for a couple days. I expect something at the end is going to change. We'll get a preview of something new coming to Disney World. What that's going to be, I don't have an answer for you just yet.
Aren't they doing like a Blue Sky Cellar type thing?
They already have a Blue Sky Cellar type thing. They're picking up the exhibits. So it should be an update of all that stuff again. But what
Which is
exactly would be on display, I don't have an answer for you yet. There's certainly rumors of the Avatar model, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so anyway, that does it. That's our 3 minutes. So as always, thank you everybody for tuning in. I apologize that the show has been kind of a disaster, but you keep showing up every week, so I guess it can't be going that bad. Thank you, illustrious panel who didn't make it onto the show this week.
I'm a panel.
You're illustrious.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Thank you, Josh, for
My
lending.
pleasure.
I know you have better things you could be doing.
Debatable.
Thank you to anyone who didn't steal my Frozen pictures. All right. We will see you all next. Well, I won't see you next week, but everybody else will be back next week. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.
Good night.